Welcome to HeroQuest fans. It's Saturday, and we're playing Rise of the Dread Moon. Welcome all. We've got almost a full house. Well, actually, Glasgow's just stopping in. That's okay, man. If you can't join us tonight, we'll catch you next time. Alright, we've already got some redemptions. Shout out to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio for the music. We're just getting started here momentarily. I just want to say we are starting Quest 2 of Rise of the Dread Moon. I actually left out some very important stuff last time. Thankfully, we weren't very far in. So we'll kind of be starting fresh from that point. I see Jacer and Bohemius are here. And we've picked some heroes already. Okay, so Jacer is going to be the monk, and Bohemius will be the wizard. Where'd Bohemius go? Alright, well, we should see him in a moment, hopefully, then. Alright, here's our quest. Alright, so we've got our heroes here, and I can read the introduction. I actually am using some new character sheets, so I actually went, this is why I was late. I ran over to the print shop and I printed out these. You may recognize these from the Adventure Design Kit from 1991. So I think that'll be a little bit easier to track than North American style character sheets I've been using up till now. I'm constantly erasing and crossing stuff out. It's kind of gets to be a mess after a while. These long epic quests. Okay, so Jacer, you want to take on the dwarf as well? That's fine. I'm not insisting that we have to have the same heroes we had last time. You can actually pick new ones. So this is the beginning of a new quest, so I had to reread the rules. There's a lot of new rules in Rise of the Dread Moon, and I'm trying to pretty much play it as intended. Yes, we've got some cash-ins. So thank you for that. I will acknowledge those coming up here shortly. So we got Wardicon with the bonus equipment. And there is a bonus treasure search. And there is an abomination. Thank you for our new followers there. Appreciate that. So I will go through the equipment. If you guys want to start talking on Discord so I can hear you.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. Okay, so somebody gets a cloak.
Good evening. How's everyone doing?
Not bad, not bad. Good to have you.
Good to be here.
All right, so we've got Jacer. There's going to be a monk and a dwarf. What order do you guys want to play in for the characters? I'm going to have to change this thing here.
I'd like to go first with the wizard.
Okay.
And I'd like the dwarf to go second. That way he could disarm anything searched. He could go third, or if he had to. But yeah, I'd like to put the dwarf after.
Okay. Now, if anybody's watching this live on Twitch, if you join in the middle, we can always spot you a hero. It's fine. But this is what we'll start with. Now you guys have 2 reputation tokens. So I'm going to be explaining some of these extra rules here as we go. But I do have to transfer over the stuff to the new character sheet. So just give me a little bit of time here to do this. And we can fill it all out as we need to. Okay, so wizard will be first. Then dwarf. Kind of wish I had a faster way to do this, but until I adopt one of the digitals. What?
Do we keep the same skills, or are you redrawing them too?
I'll let you redraw those if you want. Well, yeah, it's a new quest. We do that anyway.
Well, no, because we already drew at the. That's what I said. Like, I know we didn't
time.
like if you're restarting, but I didn't know if the Berserker Fury and Keen Hearing.
Oh,
I
I see what you're saying. No, we don't have to do that.
All right, because I don't mind keeping them. Keen Hearing's kind of okay, and I think the Berserker Fury is good.
Yeah.
For
the heroes that we've got, that is.
Yeah.
Okay. So, wizard. Okay, so Bohemius as the wizard. What spells do you want? I think you had fire, air, and earth.
Yes.
Okay. Just gonna write this on here. Alright, so everybody's back to their full strength. So for the wizard, that means 6 mind, 4 body. You've got a dagger, a staff, torch, you've already got cloak. No, I did not let
What?
you. What's that?
When we restart the quest?
Say that again?
Why do we restart the quest?
Because I left out some of the rules. I wasn't reading the full section. See, Rise of the Dreadmoon's a little different than some of the other quests. There's like several pages of extra notes, and they'll just say, oh, refer to this page. And so you have to actually flip back and forth and kind of read all those sections, which I hadn't really done, so that's my fault. You guys won't lose much progress. I mean, you basically just finished one room.
Yeah, we enter only one room.
But I think it'll be a better experience if you get to kind of see everything that it has to offer. So that's kind of my motive there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have plate mail that you're not using. And you didn't get to shop because certain quests, they just don't let you shop in between. But your body and mind does come back. Your spells come back. You get new skills. Okay. Alright, so we've got fire, air, earth. Alright, and then for gold you have 215 coins. You've got Wolfsbane potion. I don't think you really had a chance to use anything last time, so this may be just a repeat, but as I'm writing it down here, healing 1d6, holy water by 2 of those, potion of alchemy that lets you turn a piece of equipment into 100 gold coins. You've got magical aptitude, fire resistance, now you do have a sacred plant, which if you can find an alchemist bench, you can cash that in for one of the potions that it can generate, or you could just like use it as an emergency.
Can't that be done in between quests too?
You know, I'm gonna have to check because I think you're right about that. But do you need a shop? You probably don't need a shop for that. Let me just check. Crafting. Because if so, you could.
And if we cannot rest, I think we don't have access to the city where we have all. I don't know. I don't think I can craft in quest if we cannot rest.
Oh well, never mind. It's not a 100% consistent rule. So it says between quests,
Okay.
or while adjacent to an alchemist bench, the wizard may transfer a reagent into one of the potions listed on the card.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, let me grab those here. Get those out. So yeah, wizard, you have the sacred plant. Let me just see. To kind of remind myself what exactly that was. Okay, there's the sacred plant. Elven healers have been using the plant medicinally for centuries. Consume at any time to restore one lost mind point. You can also craft one potion of restoration. That's the 1-in-1, or one holy water. So if you'd like, what
I think we already used it and we did an olive water, I guess, or I'm not sure. How many holy water do you have?
Yeah, you're right. You already did it if you have 2 holy waters.
If I have two holy waters, means they already use it.
Oh, okay. So in that case, this goes back into the deck, so it can be found again.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for that clarification. All right. So we'll cross.
Yeah, you can check. Can you check, please, how many holy water you sign on my?
Yeah, you have 2.
Shit, 2.
Yep.
So probably we forget to.
Yeah, well, it should be a little easier with these big
Check it out.
sheets. If I'm still forgetting stuff, then time to get a new Zargon. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. So very good. So that will be that. Now these, I have to tell you about these reputation tokens. So every time you complete a quest, you get one of these for the entire party to share. So you guys can decide what you want to do with these. You can either hang on to them. There are certain times in the adventures when I may ask you, hey, if you want to cash one of these in, you can. And I won't always tell you what you get if you cash it in. But it's kind of like those choose your own adventure books. Like, there's always an opportunity cost. Like, if you don't do it, something different's going to happen. If you do it, you know. So it's like you could go back and play it again to see what the other option was. But another thing you can do with these, besides like a story option, you can also cash these in between quests for 250 gold coins, even if you can't visit a shop. But you got to buy something immediately. And if there's gold left over, you just lose that gold. You guys get it? So you're like, okay, I want a toolkit.
Sure.
So you just get the toolkit.
It's like,
even though you don't get to buy anything else.
Credit.
Yeah. Or you say, well, I want a dagger, so now you've lost 225 gold.
I think we could test the quest. If it's too difficult, maybe the next we're going to cash in
And then another
some
thing
of those.
now you don't have the ability to hire mercenaries yet, but we all know that there's mercenaries in the box. I don't think that's much of a spoiler. At a certain point, instead of paying the cost to hire a mercenary, you can just give them one of these. And they stay with you until they get killed, or you dismiss them. So that's another use of reputation tokens. I don't think there's any way to lose them. I think you spend them, or you just keep them. So right now you guys have 2, and you have this one because you did Nightfall. And I didn't mention that you got it, but you did earn it. Okay, questions about reputation tokens? I'm learning about it too, so. No questions?
Not really. It's basically you're bartering your reputation to get either a discount or a free item, or somebody's pretty much pledging their allegiance to you to follow you till they die just because of your reputation. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now I guess you could do some house rules, like if you just absolutely throw your mercenaries' lives away, maybe your reputation goes down. But I mean, that's for other people to figure out. Okay.
Well, if you do that and they die, then yeah, because you got to pretty much spend another reputation token to get another one,
To hire another one, yeah. Okay, so
or pay out of pocket.
that's true. Okay, so the second hero in line, and thank you, Wardicon. And Don Rosavelli, welcome. If I didn't welcome you before. So the Wandering Monk is played by Jacer. Oh, but you want the dwarf to go next. Sorry, so we'll do the dwarf. Okay, so the dwarf has 3 mind, 7 body. It's slower this time just because I'm putting it all back on the character sheets. Okay, so his skills are Berserker Fury and Keen Hearing, like you said. I suppose unless you don't like those and want to redraw, but I think you said you liked them.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Okay. And so for equipment, you've got your broadsword.
No, I don't have a broadsword anymore.
What'd you do with it?
Gave it to the barbarian. I have a battle axe, longsword, crossbow, and a helmet.
I thought there were
And,
2
100
broadswords.
The barbarian should have both of them.
Okay, but the elf has a broadsword as well. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because the elf already had a broadsword.
Okay. All right, I'll cross yours off then. And say he has 2x broadswords. Okay, but you do have the... Okay, so battle axe, longsword, crossbow.
Yep. Helmet and 100 gold.
All right, which weapon are you equipping at the start here?
The battle axe.
Okay, so we'll say battle axe, you have it. And that means you're not
Yes.
using the shield.
I
You
didn't
don't have a shield.
have
You
a
have 2
shield.
helmets. You
Nope.
have 2 helmets.
Do I have 2 helmets?
Yep.
Okay.
And I guess by the rule interpretation of metal, the Wandering Monk can't actually wear a helmet. Or he refuses to. He refuses to. Okay. I have that you actually have 200 gold.
That could be right. I could have forgot to.
Oh no, it's because of the treasure that you got in the quest that we nicked. So if you just do 100, that makes sense. Okay, so we're just pretend that you didn't find the new stuff yet. Okay, but you do have a potion of restoration.
Yep. And a healing +4. And a wolf bane.
4. Wolfsbane. So yeah, if anybody has any smoke bombs, we're just gonna say you don't have those right now.
That'd be the monk and the wizard, I think. They each got 1.
Yep. Okay.
And the monk still has the championship belt because he couldn't cash it in because there's nowhere to cash it in.
You know what? I didn't say he had to visit a shop to do that, so he gets 100
Oh, okay,
gold.
so he gets 110? Alright, cool.
110. Yeah, so you have 210 now.
Yep.
That's what you do when you
Minus
become a
100, minus the smoke bomb, minus the MMA belt. Cash that in.
Yeah, the people in the street claps and throw money at you.
Okay, so for now, we've got Jacer as the monk. So he should have 4 mind and 6 body.
Yep.
Healing +2.
Yep. And then a warmth.
Yes. Potion of warmth.
Wolfsbane.
Oh, I see. He has a magic flower and a potion of unforeseen fate.
No, the unforeseen fate was used up because we had, or
What was it used up to?
that
get?
was used up because you used that card with me breaking the potion, and that's the one that broke. And then instead of it
Speed.
breaking, I used it immediately.
Oh, for speed? Okay, let's cross
Yeah.
it up then. Okay. Thank
Yep,
you. Okay.
no problem.
So no,
And I got a potion of healing 1d6. And stealth roll for swift wind.
okay.
And a bunch of weapons.
What about the magic flower? Is that
Oh, yes, yes. Was it magic or mysterious flower?
mysterious flower? Okay, so you guys could use that if you give it to the wizard. Still in between.
Yes, I'll give that to the wizard.
Mysterious flower. Okay. So do you want to turn it into dexterity defense or just hang on to it?
With one body point, otherwise we can do a dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay. So that goes back into the deck then.
It's
You
always
have
good.
Dexterity.
We have enough health potions, right? I don't know.
Well, you have your heal body
Yes.
spell, and you have 1d6.
The monk has 3, and the dwarf has 2. So we're doing okay.
Yeah, the only downside of these new character sheets is I have to flip the pages. I can't view them all like at once. But it certainly is. There's plenty more room to write stuff in there. Okay. So,
All right.
let's see. Yes, weapon-wise for the monk, we've got his nunchucks, which are 2 and diagonal.
I want to give the dexterity to the dwarf.
Okay. Dexterity for dwarf. Alright, and then the monk also has short sword,
Yep.
longbow,
Yep.
which we're going to say is 2-handed, not that it matters for him, hammer, that's also 2, and throwable.
That's correct.
And he does have a skill rallying cry. All right, so who gets the cloak?
The monk?
Can the monk wear a cloak?
Sure.
A robe?
Yep.
All right.
It's like, you mean he wasn't wearing one before? Well, this one's of extra fine quality. So
Does that Does he still get bonus?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'd make him a 4.
Oh, this is interesting. So on these character sheets, they put body and mind, but they didn't put attack and defense. Okay, so we'll say... I guess they just want you to remember like what weapon or what armor. Okay, so we'll say attack, defense. So his defense will go up to 4.
Yes.
He needs just a lightsaber to be complete now.
Yes. You're unwise to lower your defenses. Okay, I think that will do it. So dwarf, let me just put down, so attack. So the dwarf should defend with 3.
Yep.
And he can attack with 3 or 4. And then the monk can attack with 2 or 4. Because he can also fight unarmed as well. Alright, and I should put down that you each have completed Nightfall and Ancient Waterways Within. And this new quest is called Smuggler's Run. And I'll reread the introduction for those who missed it, of course. I think I can set these aside. If there's ever any question, we can go back to it. Hopefully we don't have to. Okay. All right, great. Thanks, guys, for your patience there getting set up. Good night, Glasgow. You have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Okay, so we got Durf and Steve. We've got Elverg, Gonsgrim, Ninjork. And Ninjork, I want to applaud the fact that you wanted to throw a bunch of monsters in at the end to kind of chase the heroes to the door. I think that was pretty sweet last session. Spoilers for those watching Mage of the Mirror. Wardicon and Don Rossavelli. Now we do have Discord for streamers, which I believe is a bot, so we'll get that one banned. Sorry / not sorry. I don't need any fake boosts or bot pings or whatever those are. Just report them real quick. When the AI revolution comes, I'll have a lot of explaining to do, but for now, you guys can suck it. Okay. Sorry. No, they don't have feelings. Okay. Alright, guys. Okay, we have a new quest. Smuggler's Run. I'll read it here to you.
Sure.
Question first.
No.
Okay. A Smuggler's Run, Quest 2. Heroes, you have discovered Elethorn's rumored underground city. These ancient subterranean ruins are now a hive of scum and villainy? No, of outlawed traders and recent refugees, supplying the weakened citizens above as stringent rationing and curfews grip at Elethorn's capital. You must rest, resupply, and gather information while searching for a way into the city above. There is a hideout within this sunken city where you may recover your strength. Find it swiftly. So your goal is to find that hideout. Alright, the heroes begin in this room with the spiral stairway. And I want to let you know that in this room you find there is a sympathetic citizen who's been hiding there this whole time. And he encourages the heroes to hide their identities for strategic advantage. So each hero that wishes may take a disguise token. Do you guys want a disguise token for each of your heroes? It's up to you.
I don't know the rule of the disguise. So, well, what happens if we disguise?
Ah, well, I'm glad you asked. So these disguise tokens have some interesting rules. So if you put on a disguise, in some cases it won't make any difference. Your enemies will just know who you are and attack you like normal. But some characters won't really recognize, they won't see you as a threat. So you may be able to slip past them, or maybe even ambush them. It won't draw unnecessary tension. Now, if you have a disguise on, though, it's possible to blow your cover and lose your disguise, like permanently, for the quest. And so I'll tell you how that happens. So I had to read this in the rules. So while you're wearing a disguise token, and this applies throughout the rest of the quest, you can only use certain weapons and wear certain armor. So if you want to use weapons, you can only use a short sword, a hand axe, or a staff, or attack unarmed. If you use any other weapon, it blows your cover. Now you can't use magic. What does that mean for the Wandering Monk? Are his abilities considered magic? I think I'm gonna just make a call right now and just say that yes, they are. Your skill cards, I'm gonna say that doesn't blow your cover, but using spells or spell scrolls would break the disguise rule. And as far as armor, you can only wear bracers, helmet, or cloak. Any other armor, you have to just like stow it. You can't get the benefit of it. Now, if you just, at some point, you just want to say, look, I don't even care, I'm just gonna take the disguise off, then you can just take it off and it's just gone. Until such time as you can get another disguise. So does that make sense? It's like stealthy. Because the idea is, you know, you're entering the city area. Some of the people you meet may be friend, they may be foe, but they don't necessarily know who you are yet. They haven't been alerted to your presence.
Yes. Can the monk pass the short sword to the dwarf then, and take the disguise?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I don't see that the dwarf has a short sword. I thought you already sold it.
The monk is going to give the short sword to the dwarf.
Well, the monk gives it to the dwarf. Okay, that makes some more sense.
Yeah, because he can attack unarmed for 2. So,
All right.
I give the dwarf, and the dwarf can attack for 2.
All right, and the dwarf is going to be disguised.
Yes.
Okay. So there's
And the monk.
dwarf's disguise. And the monk is going to be disguised as well.
For future quests, maybe make a little disguise icon and stick it next to the hero's body points.
Like that?
That way you're not... Oh, okay. Yeah, something like that.
Good idea, Jacer. Great minds think alike. Okay, so with that in mind, what about the wizard? Will he be disguised?
Yes. Will not change much my game. Can I use spells? Let's see. We try.
Doesn't say you can't use potions. But,
okay.
Well, let's see. We said hand axe. I'm going to say that the monk can use the hammer as well. That'll be a safe one. I mean, you know, he might not. He might be, you know, pounding nails with it or something. Who's to say it's really a weapon?
Okay.
Because the hand axe, you could be chopping wood or something. Staff could be a walking stick. Plausible deniability, you know.
We can search for traps, treasure, anything
Yep.
without problem.
Yep.
In this case, okay, okay.
It really only refers to like when you're near monsters and when you're entering into combat. But the thing to remember is some characters are just going to see right through it. They know. But other ones, they might be fooled. You might have the advantage. So, okay. So you all have a
if we're in a room with a monster that doesn't recognize us, we still have to kill it to search the room for traps?
That's a good question. That might not be answered by the book. Let me just take a quick look. I may just have to make a call on it.
Okay.
Because, I mean, technically the rule is occupied by monsters, but are they really there? Are they gonna get upset? Like, hey, why are you? What are you doing there? I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and I didn't hear it as a condition of losing the disguise. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah, to lose the disguise. Let me just take a quick look. Yeah, refrain from casting spells. Because I think there's maybe what the authors intended, and then like what might be a loophole that they didn't think of. Okay, and then artifacts are treated the same way as like what they are. So Borin's armor is treated as plate mail. It doesn't say. So I guess I'll just maybe kind of try to use logic and let you guys figure it out. So there's going to be some light role-playing, I guess, in this. And some of it, we're just going to kind of figure it out as we go. So, okay, so the concerned citizen gives you the disguises, you know, asks you to wear them in good health, and then he takes his leave.
Not us anymore. We are in disguise.
Yeah. He's like, wait a minute, who are you guys? Well, whoever you are, have a good day. Even he doesn't know. Yeah, it's like, what if he was a spy? Like, hey, the guys in those gray cloaks, get them.
Hey, Marcus.
Maybe he gives you just a box of like random like clothing items, and he just like kind of covers his eyes and like walks out of the room. So even he doesn't know. Yeah. Okay, good logic. All right, so you're in the room. Just an ordinary room. You got a closed door at to the north. And whoops, got to disguise the wizard too. Okay. All right. The floor is finally yours, Bohemius.
Oh, we searched. We enter this room. We search it for treasure. We need stuff.
Okay. All right. You also have a bonus treasure search, by the way. So just reminding you.
Oh, well, let's do it.
All right. Whoa, Superman! You just missed Clark Kent. Okay, so Fubar is offering his opinion. I would assume if a masked person came in a room and started looking around, it would arouse suspicion. Well, he does have a point there. Do we get a
Big
second?
glasses with fake nose and mustache.
Yeah, the Groucho Marx disguise, classic. Couldn't be him. You get another equipment bonus. A halberd. Okay, somebody gets a 3 diagonal attack, two-handed weapon.
Okay.
Who wants to have
Nobody can use it because we're in disguise.
it? Well, you could stash it. Somebody want to carry it?
Yes.
Who wants to carry it?
I guess the
Dwarf.
dwarf.
Yes.
I know the monk can use a staff, but I'm not sure about a halberd.
Well,
I know they got some pretty crazy looking.
yeah. See, that's the thing, though. Like, I would say he could use a spear, but maybe a halberd is too heavy. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just making it up because these are customs. So
So yeah, dwarf.
Okay, so searches for treasure. So you're gonna do 2 searches. Do you want the first one to be the bonus safe search or the regular search?
Let's go for the safe search.
Okay, safe one first. Treasure hoard. Under a loose stone in the floor, you find a small chest inside of 300 gold coins. Wow. All right. Cha-ching. All right, and then you want to do the regular search?
Yes.
Okay. Get that wandering monster out here. Okay, I did not look ahead. I swear to you. Okay. There's a wandering monster. All right, let's see what the wandering monster in this quest is. Let's see. A thief! A thief appears! But I guess because of your disguises, he just kind of like sheepishly, like, you know, leaves. So, okay, that was cool. All right.
Nice.
Yeah. If you look like a poor beggar, he's like, oh, there's nothing to steal from that guy.
Even though, like, your like every pocket is just like crammed with gold at this point.
With potions.
Oh, he didn't pick it up yet. He just sat on it real quick.
Yeah. Oh, nothing here. Nothing here. Just some old, junk.
Saw him, saw the dwarf. He's like, oh, it must be a bunch of masons working on the floor.
Yeah. sorry, fellas.
I'm going to north.
All right.
That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Do you want to end up at the door, or do you want to just be like next to the door?
Let's do next to the door. I can go in front. I'm going to open it anyway the next turn. So, yes.
Okay. So it's really more like 1, 2, 3, but you get your full movement, of course. All right. Excellent. We're already off to a better start than we were last time. Level meter kicks on mild yellow, bright red. Yeah, I thought about doing different colors, like when you get, like, your body points are lower, but it's just too much extra work at this point. I mean, unless I had some sort of app that did it for me. Okay. Alright, dwarf.
Search for traps.
Alright. There are no traps in the room.
Have him stand to the right of the wizard.
Right.
And the monk will search for secret doors.
Okay. Searching for secret doors, and you don't find any secret doors.
Alright. He'll go to the left of the wizard.
Okay. Zargon's turn. I will do nothing. Alright, hero's turn. Wizard?
I'm going to open the door.
Ah. Opens the door. Should probably switch this Discord thing so it's not in the way. Now I should move the heroes down. Okay, so you're opening the door. Alright, revealing the room ahead. Xerxes, has a comment. Going towards the disguises. If a monster's in a room and a hero decides to start search, meter kicks on. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're suggesting a new mechanic. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities. There's a lot of things you could do with this quest pack. Right now, I'm just trying to learn the most basic thing that they've got going. And as far as mods go, we'll see after that. But yeah, all kinds of possibilities. Okay, so the room is revealed. There is a door to the right. There's a treasure chest in the corner. And there is an elven warrior armed with a sword standing guard.
Hello, good sir.
He doesn't seem to really be too impressed. Continues to stand guard. I don't know if it's like Buckingham Palace where he looks straight ahead, you know, but he's just kind of there.
He's not impressed that we are there, right? He's not. Well, I enter the room 1 square north, 1 square right, and I wave
Alright.
to the elf.
He just kind of like has just a sour expression on his face, and he just kind of like looks away.
I cannot search for anything, right? Because the guy, or can I search for secret doors?
Let's see. You try to search for secret doors, but he kind of like puts his arm to his sword, like nope.
Okay.
Right.
Dwarf.
The dwarf's gonna search for treasure.
All right, searching for treasure in the stairway room. Gold! So apparently there was a lot of gold stashed in that room. 25 gold coins. Loose stone. Tear from the wall. 25.
Must have been that thieves' hideout.
Yeah. He didn't think you guys were going to raid his stash.
Oh, how much gold was it? Sorry.
25.
25. Alright. And I'll make a roll for movement.
Yeah.
6. Alright, he'll go in just north of the wizard.
Alright. The guard takes notice, but he immediately, like, loses interest.
The monk will search for treasure.
Alright. Gold! Amidst old rags, tattered fur robes, and soiled blankets, you find a collection of 15 gold coins.
And he'll move 2 spaces and go to the left of the wizard.
Okay. The guard rolls his eyes.
The monk just pretends to be blind. Hold on to the wizard.
We ignore the chest in the room and proceed, or we want to take out this guard in some way.
Well,
we can attack, right, without losing the the disguise. Importantly, we don't use strong weapon. I understood. What do you think?
If you want to go for it, we just all have to roll at least a 3 for movement, and you can get diagonal, and I can get to one side and the other one, and he's trapped between the treasure chest.
We can, we can jump him.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going
If
to
you don't roll
for
a
the
3,
move.
we're not going.
So he didn't move. The guard didn't move. He stayed there, right?
That's right.
He
Stayed
stood there,
and
did
rolled his
nothing,
eyes and, yeah,
ignore us completely. It feels strange.
it does. but that's what the mechanic. I think it adds a level of unease because you don't know if you should or shouldn't
I
attack.
feel uncomfortable in some way.
Well, think of it from my perspective as Zargon. I'm looking at all these maps and I have one impression, but I'm treating it just in the old sense of it's a monster, you fight. But with the disguise thing, it's like, oh, this could go many different ways, I suppose.
Right, and we shot him from the doorway and had him killed by the time we got in the room last time. So like it's a big difference. Yeah.
So I go close to the chest, in front of the chest, and I attack him with my.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah. If I go there, you should block him, right?
all right. Which path are you using
Yeah.
to get there?
I go close to the wall. One on the south wall. 1, 2, 3, and then yes, and then to north. Look at the guard and pummel it
Okay, so you're hitting him with
with
the
my staff.
staff. All right. He's surprised. All right, roll your dice. Heroes wearing disguises and hear Halloween around the corner. Things make you go, I had to say it. Thanks, Xerxes. I appreciate that. Trick or treat. Okay, 1 skull.
No.
Or no, 1 white shield.
White shield.
Oh, you missed. Okay, well. So
Sorry,
you-
sir.
You
I
twirl
see
your.
a rat.
He seems a little suspicious, but he's like, okay. I'm
At least he
warning.
missed. So maybe he hit the treasure chest.
I'm warning you, old man.
Completely
Don't
missed.
try anything funny. It's interesting. Okay. I mean, I'm sure they play tested the heck out of this, so like, all right.
Right, but all I can say is like a guy with his hood over his head, you know, with his staff, and he's like walking up, and it's like, you know, sweeping left and right, and like hits this guy in the leg, and then he's like whistling, pretending to be blind, and tapping on the treasure chest, and like he's stuck in the corner.
Like, he must not have known about the thief earlier, or who knows. Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess that's the wizard's turn. I only take golden Halloween basket. Trick or treat. Yeah, candy coins. Rolled gold.
All right, the dwarf got a 5.
Right.
So he's gonna go up 2 north and 1 to the left.
All right.
And I'll try the hammer.
I have that you have a short sword, not a hammer.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, he has.
The hammer will break the disguise.
Yeah. Although you think, well, why do people carry swords? But I mean, you know, self-defense. Okay, so you try
We want to lose the disguise in the first room.
you try to shank him with the short
The
sword.
short sword.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go. It's like, oh. But he still gets to defend. It's like, okay, there's this blade coming towards me. Nothing. You hit him. Okay, so he takes body point of damage. You haven't able to, you know, all this time you've been studying him, you've figured out that these are his stats. I'm gonna have to check something here. Because if you attack him, does that mean that he just drops all pretense at that point, or does he still like, well, it couldn't possibly be? Let's see.
Oh no, he's definitely. If we don't kill him, he's definitely attacking us back.
So you try to one-shot. You try to one-shot your enemies.
Yeah, like he's definitely gonna attack somebody. You know what I mean? Whether you're in a disguise or not, he's gonna attack you because now you're a threat. And the monk got 7, so he's gonna go right up and attack with his fist.
All right. So at this point, the guard realizes, perhaps too late, that he's in trouble. So he's got his sword at the ready. Okay.
Another 1.
Okay. All right, so he defends with 3. Another hit. All right, and I'm gonna say that in the scuffle, he falls and bangs his head on the treasure chest, and he's dead. So you got him. All right, he wasn't able to raise the alarm, so you seem to be okay. Disguise is intact. Room is clear. All right, hero's turn.
Searching if I don't remember if it was trap last time, but do not do any meta game. I will search for traps. Traps.
Okay, so you're searching for traps. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of flipping here. Yeah, when you guys play, you'll have it all down pat, so you won't be doing what I do. Okay, no traps.
Move in front of the next door. And dwarf.
Alright, the dwarf will move 1 space down so that he's in between the 2 heroes, and he'll search for treasure.
Alright. Inside the treasure chest, you find a number of things. Now, this shouldn't be any surprise because we did kind of attempt this quest before. So inside the chest are a number of treasures. You find 100 gold coins, 2 smoke bombs, and a potion of healing, +4. And you also find a helmet crafted to look like a snarling bear. So just ordinary helmet, just it's pretty.
Oh, that's the second helmet the dwarf already has.
Ah, okay, so we don't need to write anything. Okay.
But he'll wear that one instead of the other one.
He's got the fancy helmet. Underneath his disguise, though, right? It's like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's from our storehouse. How did he get it?
I'm pretending to be one of them.
Oh, no reason. Here, come a little closer. I'll give it to you.
Put it on and start marching around. Oh,
yeah, that's great.
All right, he's gonna give 1 smoke bomb to the monk, 1 smoke bomb to the wizard, and he'll hang on to the 100 gold.
Everybody gets a smoke bomb.
And the potion. Potion of healing.
Smoke bomb sounds like a very like ninja type thing that the monk would appreciate.
Yep.
And I'll remind you, the way the smoke bomb works is basically you just chuck it at a monster, and that makes it so that everybody can pass through that monster, I think, for 1 turn? No.
Yeah, I think for that.
Yeah. It's kind of like a reverse Dust of Disappearance or Veil of Mist. And the wizard always likes gadgets, so he's not going to turn it down, is he?
Well, no, and the wizard goes first, so the smoke bomb makes sense for him to have one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yes, also if I'm corner, it looks like very useful.
Alright, and who's keeping the potion? Dwarf, are you...
The dwarf, he's gonna, that way he has 3 potions, and the monk has 3 potions.
Ah, Ninjork is back. He's ready to go. Bonus monsters for Zargon. Thank you. And I haven't forgotten about the cash-ins. Alright, I'm just gonna take a look at what I got here. Plan my strategery. So 2 more monsters. Thank you, Different Steve. Is Sir Telenor gonna chase these guys too? How can he just never gives up.
Alright, the monk would like to search for secret doors.
The monk searches for secret doors and none are found.
Alright, he's going to move just south of the wizard.
Ruby's Remarkable Rims, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, his turn's over.
Okay. Just check something here. All right, hero's turn.
And the wizard is going to search for treasures.
Okay. Potion of Healing +4.
Awesome. And it's going to open the door.
Okay. Alright, inside the room you see a number of skeletons lining the walls.
Jace, you think these guys will work on skeletons?
They seem to be just kind of like really dusty and a lot of cobwebs on them. They're just kind of like leaning up against the walls. The only thing that's suspicious is they seem to be like clutching weapons in their hands. 2 of them have scythes and one of them has some type of 2-handed sword.
Well, you know, a 2-handed sword, kinda. Look, I'm going to move 1 square north, 1 square left.
Do they have trick or treat in this particular kingdom? I don't know.
I got spooked, so I don't trust this the skeleton. So Dwarf, do something, please.
Hey, everybody's got a little bit of a skeleton inside them, so, you know. But when there isn't the rest of the body there, it makes you a little nervous. I get it. Okay. If you're ready, Jacer, what do you think?
Two spaces to the right, and I'll attempt to search for traps.
You're going into the room?
Yep.
Alright. As you start poking around, the skeletons kind of like seem to like kind of rattle and shift, and they kind of get in your way. They're not doing anything yet, but they seem to be alive. And you're not able to adequately search for traps.
All right, monk. Let's see.
Oh, I see what Fubar's implying. Maybe they're magical disguises, kind of like the psychic paper in Doctor Who, where they just see, oh, it's another skeleton. Hey, how's it going? Uh-oh. Maitreya, behind the heroes, 2 knights bearing the crest of Sir Telenor appear. Uh-oh. He's cashing stuff in.
Alright, the monk got a 5, so he'll go north of the sword skeleton, over there in the corner, and casually glance around looking for secret doors.
Alright. In this case, as luck would have it, there's a secret door right behind him, and so he's able to detect it without triggering the skeletons.
Okay.
Thanks, Maitreya.
Alright, he hangs out, meditates.
Okay. Zargon's turn. The skeletons are just like kind of like rattling and like kind of like looking their eyeless eye sockets around, but they're not doing anything.
So we just ignore the skeleton. But
I mean, that's up to you. If you want to walk in there and ignore them, I'm cool with that. If you want to walk in there and poke one of them, I'll follow your lead and attack.
I think if they're not attacking us and our disguises are working, we can continue without attacking. Or unless we want to kill them all to get to search for treasures.
Search for treasure, and right, that's the, like I said, that's our. That's what I'm saying. Like if we do it, we're gonna kill them, and we'll all search for treasure.
So let's do that. We need stuff.
All right, wizard.
Yes, I'm moving. 6. Yes, I'm entering the room. The only square available, and attack diagonally the skeleton.
All right, you get the drop on him and take him down. You don't even have to roll. Caught him by surprise. All right. The other skeletons start like getting really nervous. if such a thing were possible.
All right.
They're like rattling their bones and chomping their teeth. You know.
All right. The dwarf attempts to chop the head off the next skeleton.
All right. This one down here.
Yep.
Still using his stealthy weapon, I assume, this whole time, right?
Yes,
Short sword.
the short sword.
All right, he's able to just take him out. Took him down. So it's like they think that there's a threat, but they're just not sure where it's coming from. You just see
All right.
just disguised as some little beggars standing in front of him.
All right, the monk takes a step to the south and tosses the head of that skeleton to the wizard and say, "Hey, what's up with these guys?"
I'm very concerned.
Right. I'm gonna say this skeleton. The skeleton it had a chance to ready his weapon, so you're gonna have to roll.
I never kill anything with my stuff, ever.
2 skulls. Okay. Ching! But then you smashed him with the other. It's like he blocked one fist and then the other one just clobbered him.
No, the other one grabbed his face like a bowling ball and just ripped the head off.
That works too. All right, no more monsters.
Second, third.
All right. All right. Far off, you hear like scuffling sounds, but that's it. Wonder if someone heard you.
Maybe we're doing too much noise.
Maybe, I guess, quietly search for treasure.
Yes.
All right. Who's quietly searching for treasure here?
The wizard.
It would be the wizard.
Okay. All right. Quietly and carefully searches for treasure. And finds a sacred plant. Maybe that's what they were guarding. Okay. Let's add a sacred plant to your inventory there.
Yeah.
Okay. Move it all or pass?
No, I'll stay there.
Another bonus treasure search has been cashed in.
You can move one space to the right and get in front of the secret door.
Okay, so I'll move. So next turn I can open the door.
You want to use that bonus treasure search, or?
I let the dwarf have fun with it.
Well, what do you say?
I'm going to left the search to the dwarf, so I can
All right,
have
Jason.
some fun.
All right, Jacer, what do you think?
Did you move the wizard a space to the right yet?
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
No problem. The dwarf's gonna move one space north. He'll do the bonus search and then a regular search.
Okay. So this is the safe search. Well, if it's a bad card, we'll redraw until you get a good card. Wanted monster, okay. Okay. All right.
Game is rigged.
Well, I mean, you dodged all those. Okay. Unidentified ingredient. A mysterious essence ground into fine powder. Used to craft potions. This can be used as a reagent to craft one random potion by drawing one card from the alchemy deck. Now, as with other things, you gotta either be the wizard to do it or need a reagent kit, which nobody has yet.
I'm gonna immediately pass that to the wizard and say, "Hey, what's this?"
Unidentified ingredient. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Yes.
And then the regular search.
Yes.
Okay. Potion of healing, 1d6.
All right. How many healing potions does the wizard have?
I got a couple.
Yeah, he's
We got a D6 and a 4.
All right, and this is a 1d6.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna take the 1d6 and I'm gonna pass the potion of restoration to the wizard.
Got it. Another cash in. Skill
Okay.
card for hero. Thanks, Wardicon. I gotta shuffle that deck. That's these cards here. Ah, and a threat card for Zargon. I like it. Somebody wants to see some fighting. Okay, so he said it's for anyone. Alertness. So that lets you ignore one trap, ambush, or wandering monster card or event. So who gets it?
Give that to the wizard.
Okay. Alertness.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This way, at least if you get caught on a door trap, you're safe.
Yeah.
Especially since you're going through first.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you for the bad guy card too, Wardicon. Thank you. All right, turn-wise, so the dwarf did his thing. He's gonna. Oh, he did his movement already. So monk.
The monk is gonna also search for treasure.
Okay. Okay, and we should have used all the bonus searches now. Let me just double check the queue. Make sure I'm not missing anybody's. Okay. Alright, so this is just a regular search. Heroic Brew. You're surprised to find a leather bag hanging on the wall. If you drink its contents before you attack, you can make 2 attacks instead of 1.
Very cool.
So Heroic Brew. For the monk.
And I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I do nothing. Back to wizard.
So I'm going to open the door and peek in the corridor.
Okay, so you open the secret door. And once again, the way I play, I don't reveal the entire corridor necessarily, just kind of those 3 squares that you can see just by opening the door. So
Okay.
at this point, you don't seem to see anything in that limited viewing cone.
Did we search this room for secret doors? No. You see a secret door. You didn't see all the secret doors.
Yeah, when I got the one secret door, that was all that was revealed.
Okay.
I mean, yes, he said I got lucky because I was on that square, so you
Yes.
could do a search for the whole room just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to open the door first to see the if I can see something in the corridor.
Okay, I've revealed everything that you can see in that little area.
Your fingers.
Yeah, just those 3 spots.
I'm going to step outside. 1 step.
Okay, 1 step.
Look around.
Okay, now you do see some more stuff.
Yeah, you had to let your eyes adjust to the dim lit hallways.
Alright, so there's a stone wall to the west and a closed door. And on the other side, you see a closed door. And you see a goblin standing guard in front of the door. He tenses up for a second and then he just kind of like relaxes, like, eh. Just some old guy.
Wave the goblin, go back inside the room, and search for secret doors.
All right. So you search the remainder of the room.
Yes.
Unencumbered. And let's see.
Under the skeleton bones.
No other secret doors. It appears that was the only one.
Dwarf.
The dwarf will take 2 steps out and try to search that corridor for traps.
Okay. All right. The goblin seems to kind of notice that you're up to something, so he's like kind of twirling his weapon, like, ha. So he'll only let you search from here to the square that you're on for traps.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, and when you do
He's
that,
the expert.
yeah, when you do that, you don't detect any traps.
All right. Let me roll for the monk. 2. All right, so the monk will stand behind the dwarf and search for secret doors.
Okay. So
Oh no, he can't. Never mind. I only got a 2. I can't even get behind the dwarf. Just move him to the left of the wizard.
All right.
And he'll search this room for traps. Because I don't think we searched for traps, even though we stepped on 4 out of the 6 squares.
No traps detected.
Okay. On to Zargon.
All right. All right. The goblin kind of like yells off to the side in his goblin language. And another goblin comes over. What do you want? And they start talking. The only reason you could see him is because, yeah, you saw him, like, motion over.
Okay.
We can try to enter in that room that is guarded with the goblin, or keep exploring the other direction. Seems the goblin are not interested in us.
Yeah, all the squares are safe to the left of me, so
I'm going to move.
Okay. Where are you going?
I'm going in front of the left door in the corridor.
5. Okay.
Should I open now or wait?
You could wait, and since you're over there, you could try searching for secret doors. I don't know if there is one, but you might be able to see one in the green room.
Yeah, but we already... yes. Okay. So, searching for secret doors?
Okay. Once again, the goblins kind of stand at the ready, so you can only search for secret doors from here to where the dwarf is standing.
Okay.
And you don't find any secret doors.
Okay.
Alright, pass to the dwarf.
The dwarf's gonna go to the left, right next to the wizard.
So 3 squares to the left.
All right, the monk got a 2 again. So he's gonna stand on the secret door.
All right. The goblin kind of sighs. Talks to the other goblin some more.
Goblin doesn't care they were coming out from a hole in the wall. Absolutely. They don't care.
Yeah,
not looking suspicious.
It's maybe more just like they're guarding their territory.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is kind of funny. Yeah, a wizard pokes his head out and then pokes his head back in, and then the dwarf breaks the way through the rest of the secret door, and then he's out there, and it's like, he's standing there inspecting the wall, and then moves on.
It's a good point. I'm gonna roll to see if you've aroused their suspicion. If it's the skull, then you have. Okay. Yep. They just kind of shrug their shoulders and go back to their guard duty. Guess they're not getting paid enough to ask questions like that.
Ask something. Okay, we are tourists. We don't know the language. Okay.
Some weird tourists doing their weird tourist stuff. Okay. All right, back to the heroes.
I open the door.
All right, you open the door. Revealing the room. Okay, this time you see a bookcase off to the left. Closed door. And you see one of these Magus guards. A heavily armed knight dressed in elven uniform. Oh, thank you. So I just gotta draw a card here for myself. Thank you. Okay, so besides the Magus Guard, there's also a Spectre. Just kind of hovering there next to him, and a couple of Dread cultists behind. And let me just see here. So the Magus Guard immediately notices you opening the door, and he growls, "Leave." So he'll give you the opportunity to close the door and just walk away.
He's I think it's better going for the goblin. I close the door.
Alright, you close the door.
Like, sorry, I thought it was the restroom.
No signs of them trying to follow. Okay.
I move to square to the right.
The wise and wary wizard.
And I whisper to the ear of the dwarf, "It was occupied."
That's very funny.
We've been there before, yeah. Alright, dwarf. Hey, Ribby.
What we want to do?
I'm gonna roll again just to see if the goblins are gonna react. Nope, they're just back to guarding. Hey, Ribby, you wanna jump in on this action?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just read this script that's being written by Fubar.
Okay.
Oh, and Xerxes says, "Well, don't send the wizard in that room." Fubar says, "Goblin 1, hey, Frank, come here." Goblin 2, "What is it?" Goblin 1. Look at these nutty cultist guys. What are they doing? Goblin 2. Could be interior decorators. Goblin 1. Ah, that makes sense. It's free real estate. All right, Ribby. So we've got our 3 heroes. I guess you could take control of one of them, or you could jump in with another character if you want. What do you guys think?
Yum's call.
Yeah, the barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we throw in a 4th hero then?
Jump in, say, "Oh yeah," without these guys, and
Back through the wall.
Smash through the wall like Kool-Aid
Yeah.
Man. Well, I think there was okay, so we'll say the barbarian. Zoom back to the. So he came to the arcade late with his friends. He put the token on the dashboard there, and so he's at the doorway. All right, let me just fill you in. What you got? Okay, so the barbarian has. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm using the Adventure Design Kit character sheets this time. The only thing that's missing is it doesn't have the attack defend dice on there, so you kind of got to write it in. But it leaves you a lot of room. Okay, so the barbarian is controlled by Ribby, inventor of the remarkable rims.
You know what's funny is I always put the defense in the shield that was meant for them being champions.
Oh, that's a thought. Yeah. Okay, so I have him as 2 mind, 8 body. And I'm going to have to kind of re-explain the rules here, so everybody bear with me. Okay, so right now, let me just give you the equipment. So he's got 2 broadswords. Don't ask, just go along with it. You can only use one at a time anyway. He does have a bastard sword. He has a great sword. And a long sword. So he's been collecting swords, as you can see. And he's wearing a helmet. So his attack could be anywhere from 3 to 4. And his defense would be 3. Ah, thanks, Ferg. Bonus equipment. Let's see what you got. A tower shield. Who wants a tower shield? It's powerful, but it slows you down quite a bit if you're equipping it. Barbarian, the secondary actor. Kook-Aid Man. Oh man, that's funny. Thanks, Mordecai. Autocorrect is down. Ruins the moment. He can disguise as a sword seller. I like it. Very good, very good. Okay, so in addition to that, Ribby the Barbarian is loaded down with 450 gold coins. Now you weren't not able to visit the shop in between quests. I'm just telling you that. You have a
I remember.
Yeah, potion of frost skin. Healing +4. I think. Dexterity. And a healing 1d6. And I actually did restart this quest because I was leaving out a bunch of very important rules. So we kind of reset everything. But you did have 2 skills already. So you can either keep them or you can redraw if you prefer. So I have disarm and capture. And then the other one, footwork.
Did the barbarian use the battle rage and the superior restoration?
I did use Battle Rage last week.
Okay.
And I I erased that and I erased the restoration, so I think so.
Okay, then you must have used that one too. Okay.
Yeah, I think he hit 0 body points at some point.
Yep. I mean, you're all healed now anyway, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in this room, room that everybody started in, and a helpful, concerned citizen popped in and said, "Oh, you know," he seems to agree with your cause, and he offers you a disguise token for free that you can have. Now, the rule is, if you wear the disguise, it can be lost if you don't stick to the rules of the disguises. So the rules are that you can only use certain weapons and only certain armors. You can't use magic, including spell scrolls or martial arts styles, but I mean, since you don't have those, doesn't matter. Potions are fine. You can only use a short sword, hand axe or hammer, staff for attack, or barehanded attacks, and the only armor that you can wear would be helmets, cloaks, or bracers. If you violate those rules and a monster sees it, they may just see through your disguise and you lose your disguise token. So do you want to take the disguise?
Yes.
All right. So he gives you disguise, wear it in good health, and then he's like, "Who are you again?" "Oh, excuse me," and he leaves. Okay.
What do the 2 skills do? I'm not familiar with them.
Oh, yeah. Let me get those cards out for you. Okay, so disarm and capture. You need a prisoner for information. If you roll enough combat dice to kill an opponent, that opponent is captured or disarmed and captured instead. Rules for disguises are as clear as taking care of a mogwai. That's right. Okay, so you have disarm and capture, and then footwork, or fancy footwork, as we like to call it, is this one right here. 2 extra defense dice until the end of the turn. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So who's taking the tower shield?
If the barbarian doesn't want it, I can give it to the dwarf.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, so the dwarf has it. So everybody's got 1 here except Jacer has 2. Alright. But yeah, all your extra weapons and armor that you're not using while disguised, you're just stowing them. It doesn't matter. You don't have to drop them. Okay. So the barbarian, I guess you'll be last as far as turn order. And we'll just put you right there. And we'll give you your disguise here. It's like Halloween. And you've got your 8 body points. Okay, so the other heroes, I'll just let you know what happened. So they're all disguised as well. They made their way through here. They looted this treasure chest. They took out one of the guards. They found some skeletons. They dispatched them pretty easily without alerting too much attention. They found the secret door. These goblins prevented them from searching anything past this square on this side, but they did kind of pretty much clear this out. The wizard opened this door, and this guard kind of got gruff with him and told him to leave immediately, so he closed the door. And there's a specter and a couple of cultists in there as well with him, so he did get a glimpse of that. And the point of this quest, it's Smuggler's Run, And the point is you're looking for the hideout. You're in the underground city, and somewhere there is a hideout that you're trying to find. So there may be allies, there may be people that maybe are just going about their business unless you make trouble, and there may be others that are onto you. So you have to be on your guard.
Okay.
All right, so Barbarian, there are monsters about, so you will have to roll for your movement.
To continue the turn, I think it was the dwarf turn.
Oh, before we got to him. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, before we forget.
Yeah, the
Oh, sorry.
wizard opened and closed the door.
Okay, sorry guys, sorry. Okay, yeah, Jacer with the dwarf. I apologize. Hey, Hispazargon. Disguise, allow them to go visit Elthorn clubs if they want. Yeah, it's like, get out of here. You're banned for life. It's like, oh, it's the same guy with the Groucho Marx disguise. Come on in.
I think it's better explore the side with the goblins.
Bars were
Right now.
How come the Barbarian he had his own flask? Okay, sorry guys, getting distracted here.
We are under power for that room for now. I don't know. There's something we can do.
Alright, the dwarf will move to the right, all the way to the goblin.
Okay, so he's gonna walk up to the goblin.
Yep.
All right. The goblin kind of like tenses up, but it's like, okay, well. All right, he walks up to him.
Yep. Do you see anything else? Is there another goblin?
You wanna try to take him out? He seems to be.
Yeah.
All right, you swiftly dispatch him. The other goblin is like, what? Seem to have the element of surprise. Okay. After the dwarf comes the monk.
All right, 7. He's gonna go up to the other goblin and try to strike him quickly.
All right. Okay, so you take him out too.
Oh, cool.
Whether he did the old action film, you know, neck
Oh, I
twist.
did too, double skull.
Or you did the Vulcan, you know, no, and then he falls down. But yeah, but you do see the rest of the hallway. No monster cares about seeing 4 guys wearing the same mask. It's like maybe they're going to a party, a death party. Okay, to the north, you see a stone wall. To the south, you see a stone wall. But at the same time, it's not completely empty. Because you see an orc and a familiar. Now the question is, are they going to start asking questions now that those 2 goblins have mysteriously like fallen to the ground, apparently dead? Let's see if they're alerted. Skull means they are. Yep. Okay. These guys ready their weapons. They're ready for anything. Okay, Barbarian. All monsters love it when some of the guys do Point Break cosplay. Bonus potion. Okay, thank you, Ordicon.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
You said the hammer would count as a
Stealth weapon.
Yes. So can I pass that to the dwarf?
Sure.
All right.
Okay. Let's write that in here. So hammer of the dwarf. And the monk no longer has it. Okay, at long last, it is the barbarian's turn. Now someone got a potion of resilience, which is like defense. Who wants that?
Maybe the monk, since he's standing next to some monsters.
Okay. Alright, Ribby, you've been waiting a long time.
I rolled already.
Okay, and you got an 8.
Mm-hmm. Just shortest path towards them.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, any actions?
That room's been searched for secret doors and traps, so just do treasure.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so you're searching for treasure?
Yeah.
You see a lot of like smashed bones and other debris on the floor, but treasure-wise, let's see what you find. Poison!
Nope.
Oh no! Your throat constricts as you taste it. Roll 1 combat die. If it's a skull, you'll lose a mind point. Ooh, kind of dangerous for... Oh, kind of dangerous for the barbarian.
Down to 1.
Yep. The bars were closed, huh? That's why he was so thirsty.
That and that peddler or whatever in the beginning had to find a disguise large enough to fit him.
Yeah. Okay. All right, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right. All right, so this orc is going to attack the monk. He's had enough. He's going to go for it. 3 skulls.
All right, I'm going to drink the resilience.
Okay. Okay, so that means you roll 2 extra, so 6. Cha-cha-ching! And a wrestling move.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, should I draw a card for you?
Yeah.
I guess you're not trying to be that sneaky anymore. Okay, sweet chin music.
That's appropriate for the monk.
Do your little dance and wham, right on the chin. Ugh, knocks him out cold. The Famir like steadies himself. Okay. All right. Famir steps forward. Not gonna take it on the chin like his fellow monster. Missed. Maybe you did that thing with the cloak where you're kind of like waving it around, so you're just getting all like, can't tell, where you actually are. Okay.
Yep.
The other monsters are secure in their rooms, so they're just kind of minding their own business. So it's now back to the hero's turn. We're going loud! Everybody said to the barbarian, he must not drink suspicious beverages, but he did.
I got not much to do, so I'm going to search for secret doors in this corridor. Can I?
Oh, the whole corridor. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And there's no secret doors. In between the
Okay.
Okay, Hismus
Yes.
Morgan says that's the only real door in all the HeroQuest universe, a door which can open and close. Yeah, the rest of them, I guess you just like smash it off the hinges every time. It's like, come on. Or it's so old that it just fragments when you try to.
Does the barbarian has a weapon to attack without breaking the disguise?
Not yet.
Just
Not yet.
fist.
Okay.
Just as
Yeah, the dwarf has a short sword that he will give the barbarian. And you
Okay.
have a potion of restoration now that you can give the barbarian just in case, because that'll
Sure.
restore mind point.
Yes. So let me give directly the potion to the barbarian, just in case. I'm moving to the barbarian and give it to him.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Should I roll? Yes.
Yeah, you should
Yes.
still roll, because you might not. You might just get a 2 or something.
Yes, exactly. Yes. I made it.
Guy.
All right. So
Restoration.
Restoration. Give 1 body point, 1 mind point.
Cool.
Use it when you need it.
Yep.
Excellent.
Alright, the dwarf got an 8, so the dwarf's going to move next to the barbarian and hand him the short sword.
Might as well collect another sword.
Yeah, 2 dice is better than 1.
Sure is.
I got 6 swords.
He of the 6 swords shall be his new name. Okay, so the dwarf is using his hammer as his disguise weapon.
Yeah, 1 more sword and you can go and play that other quest there.
The Legend of the Seven Swords by oh, what was his name? I already forgot. Sorry, man.
Is it the Genji's that one? Trying to think of the service.
He has his own Discord. Let me check it real quick because now I feel bad. trying to keep track of everybody. Bengis, Benghis.
That's it.
Pirate Cove. Yep. Yeah, he created a extensive quest pack, and he was getting feedback from everybody, which is a nice thing to do. So yeah, 7 swords. Okay, all right. So a lot of gifting for the barbarian and his triumphant return. Okay, so after the dwarf, we got the monk.
Yeah. I guess he's just gonna try to punch the mirror.
All right. Well, unlike the others, he does get 2 dice for his unarmed attack. Go for it.
One
skull. All right. You hit him. But apparently you hit him so hard. Got him right in the sweet spot. He slumps over with a surprised look on his face. Got him.
All right. Well then, he'll just stay there instead of running, or he'll step back 1 space.
When you say back, you mean into the
Yeah, to the left,
okay,
or
the horizontal corridor.
yes.
All right. Okay. A couple comments I want to acknowledge here. Thanks, guys. Your comments are hilarious. Fubar says the barbarian can just flex and smash monsters into a wall with his pecs. Elberg says they won't see it coming from behind. His perfect disguise. Fubar says perfect disguise of an anime cat girl. Just the ears. So this big hulking guy with just these cute little cat ears on. Unfortunately for the party, the barbarian thinks they make him look like an elf. The elves had enough variety of disguise sizes. Barbarian's muscularity would not be a problem. Oh yeah, there's that video. I haven't watched it yet with the bard coming back. He's made a few videos since his, but it's been sporadic. And they're talking Warhammer. I don't know if they talk about HeroQuest. Who knows? Elves are so well organized. Fubar says maybe it's a t-shirt with a bikini body on it. Xerxes says also give him a shout out. He added our names at the end credits. It was very nice of him. Oh, Bengus did? That's cool. Yeah, it's always nice with playtests. They never saw before a barbarian, but they are so clever. Long life for the Bardic. Yep. If anybody doesn't remember, he's the one who did the What Makes HeroQuest So Great video. And he really hammed it up, and lots of people copied him. He became a meme. Probably got a few more sales of HeroQuest as a result. So, pretty cool. All right. So, Barbarian, I think you're up now. But he's still
Okay. Oh.
4.
I guess up behind the monk is all I can do.
Okay. All right. Monster's turn. I'm not going to do anything. Back to the heroes. But since those monsters are still on the board, technically they still have to keep rolling.
Yes. I'm going to move.
The Ribbinator. Oh, okay. Wardicon says you are the Ribbinator. So that is your new name.
Okay.
Or nickname, I should say.
Yeah, let's open the door guarded by the by the goblin.
Okay. Okay, so the wizard sets forth and opens the door to the central room.
Yes.
Alrighty.
He just went live too.
Oh, sweet. He's streaming?
Yeah, I just got the notification.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, we've got another 2 hours, but I guess if he's still streaming when we're done, we could always raid him. I mean, nothing stops you guys from opening up the stream and having him running in the background, but yeah. I don't mind. Okay, so reveal the room. Oh, imagination fills in the details is what I was saying. Bearskin bikini in the Northlands, there are only bears, wolves, and frozen horror. Are the disguises just a black costume glasses with attached mustache? Or are you just holding a finger under their noses to simulate a mustache? Like it's even more haphazard. Attached mustache and red nose, of course. Yep. Whatever you like. Of course. Alright, let me reveal the room here. Thanks, guys, for the humor. Humor, I was serious. Okay, within the big room. Looks like I'm going to need some new furniture here. Okay, you see a large bookcase. Here. And... or no, that's a cupboard. Sorry, that's a cupboard, and then there's a bookcase to the north. And there is a skeleton.
Interesting thing for the barbarian.
What's that?
It's the same thing for the barbarian, cupboard or bookcase.
Oh. Alright, there's a skeleton there.
It looks like if we attack them in disguise, the first attack is like a surprise attack. I don't understand yet. What do you think, Chase?
It's never a good sign when he has to come back. Okay, so you see a bunch of cultists. And yes, I'm just using this as one of the cultists. And there's also a door to the south. Monsters are monsters. They should not be surprised about seeing a guy with red nose. Fimers only have one eye and gargoyles have wings. And Zargon, nobody knows how looks Zargon, but for sure he be something so foul. I beg to differ. I feel like I know what Zargon looks like, but my opinion may be in the minority. It may be based on old headcanon. Old confused headcanon. But it's still mine. Okay, so that's what you see.
So, no doors? Nothing?
Yeah, there's a door down here.
One door to the south.
I didn't see it completely, I'm sorry.
Well, that's why you asked. So,
Well,
yeah.
I enter inside the room and go in front of that door.
Alright, so you're just heading straight down?
Yes.
Okay.
Just wait in front of the other door to see what happened.
Alright, let me just double check something here. Yeah, there's a lot of notes. Sorry. Just gonna make sure I understand everything that's happening. It's kind of interesting though. I mean, it kind of feels fresh because there's so many gimmicks. In a good way.
Yes, even the small monster, they feel like threatening. Very threatening.
Okay. Alright, so at this point, I mean, they recognize that you entered the room, but they're not making any aggressive moves.
The dwarf. Chase.
What do you think, Jacer? I think you're muted there, Jacer.
Yeah, I was typing the roll. So I got 9.
Oh, okay. All good.
2, 3, 4. To the right of the wizard?
Like that?
Yep. And the monk.
Once again, the monsters just kind of like eye you and then kind of stand at their post.
5, so I can move him 3 spaces so he's north of the wizard.
Okay.
That's it. He's gonna pass.
Hispa Zargon's comments. Are the 3 sorcerers dancing together some kind of regional folklore? All 3 have their arms in the same position and touching themselves. It's like hands across Chaos World or something. It's like like they're about to take a bow. I just took it as, you know, they're ready to unleash something nasty on you if you Give him reason to.
Another terrible roll. I guess just get me in the room.
3. Okay.
Crap.
Skip leg day. That poison's still affecting him.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3. Okay. He's in the room. I feel like as he enters the room, like suddenly the music changes, the disco ball comes down, and then everybody starts fighting. No, but maybe in somebody else's game that would happen automatically. But okay.
I was thinking of the whole record scratch thing happening when the barbarian walked in.
They go,
See what
"Not
is
him!"
going to happen.
His disguise is so crappy that like nobody believes it. It's like, it's a raid. Ah, it's a rave. Ah.
And they're afraid to say anything too.
Jokes apart, I see an excess of open arms miniatures. Yeah, a lot of people raising their hands, ready to do something. Okay. All right. So it's my turn, huh? Zargonaut. You can. Okay, if I read all these jokes, I'm gonna be here all night. But some good jokes being thrown out for the chat. It's fun to stay at the YMCA Ballroom Blitz. I'm just gonna roll to see if these monsters are gonna start getting suspicious. Okay. The sorcerers like mutter something to the skeleton. Skeleton's gonna move forward and just like gets in the barbarian's face and just kind of like stares him down. As much as you can when you don't have eyeballs in your eye sockets.
It's a one-way stare contest.
All right, hero's turn.
Should we jump them or we proceed in the search? I don't know. Well, let's open the door. Let's see what.
I was saying, let's keep maybe move out of here.
Yeah.
If they're not bothering us, just leave them alone.
It's like the zombie movies. You're just like marching past. They're just kind of wandering around. Like the Borg in Star Trek. No, they don't see us as a threat. It's like, you sure about that? Okay, wizard. So you're gonna open the door?
Yes.
Okay. So you open the southern door. Alright, immediately you see outside the doorway. But as of this moment, all you see is the stone wall here. On these squares.
Okay, so I'm stepping out and look further.
Okay. Now you can see the entire corridor. And over to the right, you see a stone wall blocking the way. And that's all you see at the moment.
Search for traps in this corridor.
Okay. No traps detected.
It looks safe. So let's see the dwarf, what he's going to do.
$11.
He's gonna move, I guess, 5 squares, and he'll be to the right of the wizard, and looking down that other hallway.
Okay, so you want him to go...
Well, 4, yeah, 4, so he can look.
4, okay. So looking down the large double corridor. Let's see what he sees. Nothing. Just looks like a big corridor.
He wants to search that one for traps.
Okay. Hey, this square looks suspicious. This square looks suspicious. This square looks suspicious. Alright, I want to acknowledge what just happened there. Hey, Storm and Wolf. Thanks for following. Appreciate the support. Okay. Alright, so you detected 3 potential traps there. Alright, so after the dwarf, we've got the monk.
He'll go to the right of the dwarf and search for secret doors.
4. Alright, I don't think there are any secret doors. No secret doors detected.
No.
Yellow humor? No, I haven't heard of it. Oh. See, my thought was, okay, it kind of looks like they took salt and they kind of sprinkled it there in the shape of a question mark. Like to say, oh, maybe it's a trap. These aren't normally used. This is just a homebrew thing, but it's been useful because, yeah, if I just like point at something, you might not see it on the stream or not reasonably remember it. Named another character, but there was no alert. Oh, that's strange. Okay, Wardicon, sorry, hold on one second, guys. Let me just see. Okay. Oh, the monk has been named Young Grasshopper. Young Grasshopper. And we've got Bohemius Lightbringer, Ribby the Ribbinator. And if Glasgow was here, there'd be Ferguson Flush, or Flush Ferguson. I'm not sure which one. So everybody's got their own little nickname. I guess it's like in the military. You don't pick your own nickname, people just give it to you, from what I've heard. Okay, alright. So no secret doors detected, so Barbarian.
So let's head down that hallway on the safe tiles, please.
The known safe tiles.
The known safe tiles.
Okay, 12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Sure.
Dodging along.
Dodge this.
He's holding the anime cat girl ears like on because the tape was starting to slip. Just kidding. Or am I? Never know. Okay. All right, monster's turn. All right. The skeleton is gonna go investigate. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. These cultists are gonna kind of mill about. Let's see. We go 1. We go 1, 2.
I guess their palms got a little sweaty.
1. Yeah. Well, this one guy, I mean, he's got vomit on his sweater already. Yeah. Okay, that's all they're gonna do for the moment. Now, these other monsters up here, not that you can really see what's happening, but I guess you could do the fog of war and say they just disappear, but no. I'm gonna say that this guard is gonna move forward here, and these other monsters are gonna, or the Spectre at least is gonna go there. What am I saying? Let's see if the Spectre is gonna go forth. Then my grasshopper. The skull. Okay. Spectre is gonna do a little exploring. They can move 8 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think these guys are gonna move 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, back to the heroes. Wizard?
Yes, I'm rolling for movement. Move 1 square to the right.
What's going on in the chat? I neither confirm nor deny those rumors. Okay, you just moved the 1 to the right?
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Yellow humor hamburgers. Dwarf. Slaughter Steelgrave. That name sounds familiar. Is that from something from my childhood? Slaughter Steelgrave. Oh, Stariors, I think. If anybody remembers those. I think that's what it's from. He was the head of the bad guys, the Destructors. I haven't thought about those in
I'm
a
just
while.
gonna think of him as Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter Steelgrave.
His friends call him Slaw, but he doesn't like that. Not one bit. It's like, I got your slaw right here. Okay. Alright, dwarf. Can't without waking up in the house.
The dwarf is gonna attempt to disarm the trap above the barbarian.
MXC was the bomb. Japanese shows were nuts. I don't know. Okay, sorry. You're trying to disarm a trap?
Yes.
Which one?
The one above the barbarian.
Okay. Alright. And anything but a black shield, you've successfully disarmed it.
Done.
Alright. It was a spear trap, and it's now safely disarmed. Could be reading books, lots of books. See, those libraries are full of knowledge for sure. Dark knowledge, but knowledge after all.
So with the 7, he's gonna go 3 spaces south and start looking around.
The dwarf or the monk?
The dwarf.
Okay. Because I've always interpreted disarming just as an automatic thing. You don't use squares to get to it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 down here.
Yes.
All right. So down the hallway, you see some things. So you're going to see a stone wall here and a closed door. And on the other side to the east, you're going to see a closed door to move some of this stuff. Another closed door. And another closed door.
I'm gonna search that corridor for traps.
There, so you can see all of it. So 3 possible rooms. Okay, so you're searching that entire corridor for traps. No traps detected.
Alright, that's good. Alright, and the monk
Cheers, dead gamer.
has a 5. So just straight south.
Okay. Nothing to see here. Move along. Yep, pretty much, Joe.
He'll search the I guess it doesn't matter, but the wide corridor for secret doors.
All right, no secret doors detected down the wide corridor.
Okay.
All right.
Barbarian.
All right, Ribby.
Oh, sorry. The Ribbinator.
The Ribbinator! What are you waiting for? Come on!
Okay. 8.
More
1, 2,
like it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would like to go to the orange door. Yeah, and open it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Come on, hide out.
Alright, you open the door.
When he opens the door, he's got to be using the short sword as like a toothpick.
Cleaning my fingernails.
Yep, that kind of guy. Just what he do. Just what he do. Kurgan, you may record audio with the orc death noise and play it every time a monster is killed. That would be funny. See, but
No. I like Kurgan's little. I prefer that.
I always grew up making those noises. Like the one, I don't know where it came from. It just felt like it fit. The other one, clearly from Warcraft. Orcs and humans. Even though that was 95, I think. So, some years after.
The first one I think was before 95. Now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, it was either 93 or 95. I think it was fairly late because
I think 2 was 95. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I want to say 2 was like 95. I remember it.
So maybe it was
like
94.
I want to say
Well, you guys.
One of them anyway. I remember
It's
like
94.
my sophomore year.
Yeah.
94.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so so I didn't play it till a year later.
Yeah. So maybe we didn't start making those noises until we thought, no, it should be more of a like, loud
Work.
Lord vomiting sound.
Work.
Yep. Ready to work. I remember some of those different. I think those are mostly from like part 2, but
Yeah. 2 really had a lot of those iconic voiceovers.
There was much more humor. Zog. Yeah, there's a lot more humor in the second one. Kind of didn't like it at first, but it grew on me. Definitely did. Okay. Thinking about Warcraft now. All right, let's see. Okay, so the room is revealed.
Yes.
And you see...
Good things only.
Very good things. A sorcerer's table. And an assassin. And a couple of skeletons.
Those aren't good things.
Good for the bad guys. And yet another... Okay, let me grab it. Another dread cultist. I know it's the sorcerer, but I'm gonna say that's a cultist. And pew-pews. So what he said is true from a certain point of view. Alright, so that's what you see. They seem a little startled that you opened the door, but other than that, they're just kind of standing there.
Okay. Should I attack? Could probably take out the skeleton.
I'd say no, but it's up to you. It's all. I would say no, only because the assassin attacks diagonally with 5 dice.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they had 5.
I know you have a helmet, but that's pretty much it.
Well, okay, I'm just gonna hang out. Just kind of wave. Flex a little bit. Ooh, yeah, like that.
Do the little mime thing and like showing that the door is still closed.
A little reverse psychology.
Okay, so you're not attacking.
No.
Alright. Okay, my turn.
I'm out of monsters.
Alright. I'm gonna see if the guard suspects anything. I mean, I guess he sent the specter out, so the specter's gonna continue to explore. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He just kind of hovers there, looking at the wizard.
Yeah, we didn't explore the door behind there. Was
the
one north.
Well,
yeah, but now you're trapped behind the specter.
Yeah. Too much stuff.
All right.
Okay. So the other monsters, they don't seem suspicious at all. They just kind of do what they do. So back to the wizard.
So the wizard roll for movement.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Hispazarga. Buck Rogers, Battlestar Galactica had Sun in Space. Yeah, pretty much all the sci-fi shows did. Very rarely do they not.
Will a smoke bomb like ruin his disguise?
No.
Yeah, but 3 of movement would not help me at all. Even if it passed the Spectre, it would block me again. 1, 2, 3, agree. Unless 2, 3, unless I jump in the trap. If I use the holy water, it will break my my disguise.
Well, it's only one monster. I'm gonna say no.
So let's do that.
All right. So you take a vial out from underneath your cloak. Just kind of like fiddle with it. The Spectre is like looking quizzically at you, and then you just ha right in the face. It's like it just like melts and crumbles into nothing.
Okay, then I move 3 squares, avoiding the trap.
1, 2, 3. Okay, well done, wizard. All right, dwarf. The holy hand grenade. Yeah, that was one of the things that a lot of us incorporated into the game, whether it belonged or not. There, that's better.
Going to attempt to disarm the trap that is next to the monk.
Okay. Roll anything but a black shield on 1 combat die. While he's doing that, yeah, Star Wars fans have made up all kinds of things. I can't remember if this was a fan explanation or something that was actually in the expanded universe at one point, but they were saying that the pilots in the Star Wars movies actually have like sound systems that make sound effects of like engines and laser blasts and explosions that the pilots are hearing, and when we watch the movie, that's what we're hearing. So that was their explanation for why it doesn't obey the actual laws of physics. Take it for what you will. And they're not really lasers, they're like superheated gas plasma that they just call lasers for short, just like they call it light speed and it's not really light speed. Who knows? They're trying to put a positive spin on a schlocky science fiction show, movie series that we love. Okay, and we've just gotten used to. Alright, so he safely disarmed it, sorry. So that spear trap is gone. Alright, what's next for the dwarf?
He's gonna move to the door to the left. And he'll hang there for a second.
Okay, that was 3 squares.
That's fine. The dwarf got a 5 for movement. And
7. 7?
Oh yeah, I know. I ended up I rolled twice by accident because I
Oh, you did.
had it already on the thing. So I did the first one, and then I went to do the disarm, and I already had the other one in, so I hit that. But I can roll again for the monk. Still a 7. The monk's gonna go to the door to the right. 4 squares.
Okay.
And I'll have him open the door.
Okay, so the monk is going to open the door to the red room.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's like so many other tropes in the movies, in the small screen. I mean, we just get used to it. You know, someone gets punched in the face, it's got a big, loud slapping noise. Bullet hits a wall, it's got to make a big, bunch of sparks. People just kind of get used to it. And if you pull a sword out of a sheath and it makes a big shing, people just kind of learn to expect it. But yeah, when you think about it, it's like, it is a little silly. It gives the Foley editors something to do, I suppose. Yeah, they would be invisible unless there was something scattering the light, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, and they've written books like The Physics of Star Wars where they try to come up with all these reasons why, like, they can't dismiss what's on screen, so they just say, well, if it did work, this is probably what it really is, as opposed to what people call it. Okay, so the red room is revealed. That was great. Okay, so there's a treasure chest in the corner. And there's also a goblin standing guard in front of the chest. And there's, let's see, what else do we have here? A couple abominations, or Famir in this case. Alright, let me just double check something. Okay, that's what you see. Yeah, I mean, even if the cockpit was like filled with air, you don't think it would make a big explosion like a bunch of gasoline going off. But that's what we have.
He's gonna stay there.
Okay. All right, well, the monsters are just kind of standing guard. All right, barbarian.
Okay, let's move. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's move down to the end of the hallway and pop open the door on the way.
Interesting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're trying to find a hideout, right?
Yep. The old open doors and run trick. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Works every time. All right. Open the door. And in the green room, you see an alchemist bench.
least we know where we got to get the wizard.
They mostly come out at night. Mostly. Alright, there is a mysterious figure inside the room as well. Just this here. Yes, I'm having to read a lot of stuff here. Okay, there's a mysterious figure in the room. Ooh, skill card. Thank you. For anyone. Feels like a new group running through the trial. Party splits and opens up every door in sight. Well, there's a lot of new things. We're discovering new things. Careful aim. So somebody gets careful aim. Who wants careful aim?
The monk.
Yeah, the monk. He's got the longbow.
Now those ranged weapons would break the disguise, but nevertheless, got it. Okay, so careful aim for the monk.
Yep, for when he has to drop his disguise and go all Robin Hood.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so Barbarian, you open the door, and we're gonna do anything else?
What is the... Just some hooded figure sitting there.
Yeah, he's just standing there. You don't really know who he is at first.
Can you talk to him?
I don't know. I guess I got 2 movement left. I could walk up to him.
He's a monster in disguise.
Yes,
Alright.
let's talk to him.
Alright, you walk up to him, and you put your arm to your sword hilt, but he quickly flips back his hood, and he stays your hand. Okay, so it's an ally. He's an ally. Okay, and he says his name is Zeriz, and he's a longtime ally of Mentor. He's actually set up shop here, and he's perfectly willing to allow the heroes immediate access to the underground market, where you can buy things. And he also lets you know where the hideout is. Oh, sorry, it's a she. She once had a key to the underground, or to the hideout, but it was stolen from her. Okay. So, with that in mind, let me just move some things here. So she tells you that the underground market is out the door and around the corner to the left and go north. Ah, and we need to reshuffle the treasure deck. Such token seems to be Marvel's winter special Morcar guy. Ah. Like someone carrying the pulse meter that know where the monsters are. Well, see, the blip tokens make me think of, aliens makes me think of Space Crusade with the blip tokens. That's obviously what they were going for. Little radar blips. When they get close, then it's like, oh, it's a Chaos Space Marine, or oh, it was just nothing, just a ghost. Elthorn's trial, they're disguised. Maybe the strategy is altered. Okay, I think that should be a sufficient reshuffle. Treasure deck. We'll just cut the deck for good measure. Okay, and Alverg redeemed a bonus equipment. Someone just found a spear. Any preference for who it goes to, Verg? guess he doesn't have a preference, so...
I can give it to the monk since he gave away the hammer and the short sword.
Alright, so spear the monk. That's 2 dice attack. It can be thrown, but it's lost when it's thrown. But it can be retrieved on a future treasure search if it's, because it's so big. No preference. Okay, thank you, Verd. Okay, so the barbarian had that conversation with Zeriz. And we're back to the monsters. Alright, so the assassin is gonna step outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skeleton's gonna step out. 1. The other skeleton. 1, 2. And let's see if these green monsters are gonna suspect anything. Ding Dong Ditch Quest. I like it. That's funny. If it's a skull, they're gonna take some action. Nope. I guess they just kind of keep on just doing what they're doing. And the cultists, let's see if they're gonna suspect anything. I recruited the skeletons from farms, not from the battlefields. Okay, so they're not really suspicious. They're just hanging out, reading their dark books. And then what about these guards over here, way over here? That Spectre never came back. Skull. Okay, so they're beginning to wonder. They have some sense of the mysticism, so they're kind of like, Spectre not coming back isn't a good sign. So I think the guard is going to move forward and try to batter down the door with a villainous feat. So if it's a skull, he can attack the door. Nope, he failed. Okay, so the other two are just gonna, I guess, kind of hang out. With the skeleton, let's see if he's suspicious. Yep, he's gonna start moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, back to the heroes.
Always completely. I didn't open the door yet. Okay, so let me roll for movement.
Get Carl Casey back.
9. I think we have to start to kill this monster, otherwise they're going to block our way out. But for now, yeah, I don't have enough smoke bombs.
Well, the magic would break the disguise.
I'm going by the side of actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to open the door in front of the dwarf.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you're opening the door.
Yes.
Alright, into the yellow room. Alright. Inside you behold okay, gotta grab some more stuff. Be right back.
We use all the monsters.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder about that too. But I'm still not sure if we're should still be trying to, stay stealth and try to find the hideout still with the disguises, or if we break out of disguises, will all these monsters converge at one time?
Well, we know the room is closed, right? Because we get the intel that is behind the corner. So in any moment we can break the disguise and run. But what do you think? I think we have to open at least the room with the chest. The chest, we have to clean it and open the chest.
Okay, so you see a fireplace, and it could be a throne, but I think it's just a beat-up old chair. Okay, so you're stepping into the room?
Is the room empty? Don't have monsters? Inhabited?
You don't see any monsters.
So I'm entering and searching for traps. The first square.
Okay. No traps detected. But in the corners of the room, you see that there's people kind of huddled there, hiding. So these are the refugees of the city, and there is an old elven minstrel. And the elven minstrel has seen better days, and he pleads, "If you can spare 200 gold coins, I'll sing tales of your generosity."
This bard is expensive.
That's the price. 200.
But they are refugees of the city, these guys.
Yeah. Now, if you pay him a smaller amount, he will sing tales of your cheapskateness, your miserliness, I suppose. But yeah, refugees of the city.
It's our goal to help the city, right? So, what do you think, guys? We get very good.
Yeah, you might as well. You found 300 in the first room.
Exactly. I found 300. It will help the city. Maybe they give us something in exchange.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm going to pay the bard.
It can only help our reputation, right?
It's like, suckers! No. Okay. So...
but they're friendly. They're not monsters, right?
Right.
So, yes.
Okay, so you're going to get...
200.
200. Can't take it back. The only song the old bard knows is Baby Got Back. I was going to say Freebird, but yeah. So make the words fit that song to varying degrees of success. Well, that's what a lot of those old guys did. They would just take a tune that they had and they would just, change the lyrics to whatever the occasion. Okay. All right.
Cool.
So he is thrilled and he starts playing a tune. All right, and yes, in the process, you get something here. Let me just grab it. Be right back. And where is the bard? Well, it didn't say it was an orcish bard, but it could have been. Just for more realism, saying he's an elven minstrel. See, a few people were saying, hey, it should be an elven minstrel. Okay, so you earned another reputation token. That goes into your pile, so now you've got 3 of them for the party.
Well, good. They're worth 250, right? You said so.
Yeah,
pays off.
you made a profit.
Yeah.
Not only that, you can actually choose now to unlock one of the elven mercenaries to hire on a future quest. What are these elven mercenaries, you ask? Well, they're very similar to the human mercenaries from the Frozen Horror. You got your striker, who is like the swordsman. You've got your...
I have to choose now?
Well, you can think about it. You don't have to actually make your choice until the next quest.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll let you... Well, I guess it'd be fair to have you guys choose, like, before the end of this quest.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you've got your... Basically, the equivalent of the swordsman, the equivalent of the halberdier, the equivalent of the crossbowman, and then the scout.
Cool.
Earthquakes as he leaves. Yeah, Gonsgrim has a lot of gold. Singing at Elithorn, sold out show. Problem is, Elithorn is at war, invaded by Zargon's forces. I cannot imagine what could be suffering the bard now. Yeah, he's an outcast wherever he goes. I think, oh good, he's an orc. He's probably on our side, whoever he is. Okay. Well, do you guys want to make a decision now, or just kind of think about it? Which of the 4 types of mercenary you want to unlock for the future?
I think if we want to cast a vote or the Alabardier or the one the shoot it's called, but the one with crossbow.
Yeah, they gave them.
Yeah, I'd say the crossbow one too. Actually, and it has the crossbow and the broadsword.
Ribby?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so you guys all think the crossbow?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's unanimous.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they call it the arbalist, but yeah, it's the crossbowman.
Okay.
So I'll just make a note here, arbalist unlocked for the future. All right, everybody's happy, everybody's having a good time, despite their meager circumstances, and they're all cheering you on like these are the guys that are gonna make a difference. They're pretty excited. They're wishing you well. Okay. So, all right, after the wizard, dwarf.
I guess 2 spaces into that room, and search for secret doors.
All right. All right. They're all like super polite. They're like, "No, please, check this corner. Here, let me move this furniture out of the way so you can check, every little corner." They're like all smiling and everything. But despite that, there's no secret doors.
Okay.
Well, maybe he's trimming the trees so that he can make arrows or make bolts for his crossbow. Who knows? Okay, after the dwarf, the monk.
See what his movement is.
Yeah, in the old Warhammer lore, Athelorn, the Wood Elves. Could be.
He's gonna move 7 spaces. 3 to the left. And 1 up. 1 north.
Okay.
I think that's the best I can do. That way, at least the skeleton and the assassin, aren't looking at me anymore. To try to lower the suspicion or whatever. Out of sight, out of mind.
He eats a lot of roast beef sandwiches. Some say his descendants will make an eatery in his name. Oh, I get it now. That's funny. All even mercs are female. Could be. Alright, so now it's time for the barbarian.
Okay.
You and Zarice are just kind of hanging out.
And did you say the barbarian can buy stuff from that guy?
This gal, you mean?
Or gal?
Yeah. So the underground market, yeah, is open for business. So
Oh.
let me actually put that on screen. That would probably help, wouldn't it? So, but at the moment, only the barbarian would have access to it. Okay. So he goes into the little video game shop.
Only the potion from the deck can be bought.
Yeah, so okay, so the underground market sells the new items listed below, all potions with gold values in the alchemy deck, and all items available in the armory from the HeroQuest game system. Heroes may sell items to the underground market as long as the items being sold are available for sale in the underground market. The hero receives gold coins equal to half the item's listed cost. Okay, so to remind you, that would be, if you remember the armory, you've got the short sword, broadsword, longsword, battle axe, plate mail, chain mail, crossbow, helmet, shield, plate mail, or chain mail, I already said that, staff, bracers,
Potions of any kind?
holy waters, potion of speed, but now they're adding call traps, which are 100 gold coins, these little trap things. And then let's see, where is it? Yeah, these are caltrops. Reagent kits, those are 400. Smoke bombs are 100. So the caltrops, you throw them down, no action required. Place them on a tile on any one square you move through. If a hero monster moves onto the caltrops tile, they trigger the trap and must roll 1 combat die. If it lands on a white shield, they can continue. If it's anything else, it just stops them right there. Then you remove the tile from the board. It says it stops their movement, doesn't say it stops an action. The reagent kit lets them craft up to 5 potions if they're next to an alchemist bench, but the wizard doesn't need one. He automatically can do that himself if he's in the right spot. So yeah, potion wise, so the alchemist deck, I can show you. Okay. So the alchemy deck, let's see, we've got the potion of dexterity for 100. All the prices are the same, except I think only one has actually changed. I think the restoration is cheaper. So dexterity is 100, frost skin is 300, lesser healing is 200. That's 2 body points. Icy strength is 200. Potion of healing 1d6 is 500. Ogre grog, 20 gold. I'm telling you. Rare delicacy.
Grog.
Grog. Potion of restoration is 300. That's not one. It's not one. Okay. Potion of vision is 500. Potion of recall. There's where the wizard or the elf or anybody else who has magic spells can get one back for 400 that they previously used. Potion of battle is 200. That's the re-roll of your attack dice, all of them. Potion of speed we already talked about, 200. Superior restoration is 800. Battle rage is 400. Now, unlike the other packs, these are unrestricted. Any hero can use them. Let's see. And that's it. So you don't get access to the other Alchemist Shop potions, just those ones I mentioned. So what do you think, Barbarian? You've got some gold to spend if you want. Yeah. Or you can sell some stuff. You have that extra broadsword.
Yeah, let's sell the extra broadsword.
Broadsword.
And
okay, so
how much is the bastard sword worth?
125. So if you sell the bastard sword, let's see here. It would give you 150.
Because I feel like I don't use it very much. I usually use the great sword.
I mean, you could get rid of both of them and just keep the bastard sword. Get rid of both the broadswords. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's probably the better move, actually. Sell the 2 broadswords. We'll call that good.
So you get 300 gold back. Zariz is like, sure, you can always use more swords in this days of conflict. Thank you. All ogres were defeated in the Mage of the Mirror. But were they? Are we sure about that? Potion equals cocktail. Alright. So for the moment, are we good, Barbarian? Or you want to look more of the
there's
wares?
nothing that's really coming, like, sticking out to me.
You could bracers, right? You can wear bracers and the helmet. The only thing you can use in the disguise would raise your defense.
True.
That's the thought. Okay, but these prices are wrong because I'm using my own armory prices instead of what they're charging. So they're actually charging, I want to say 550 for those. But you know what? These times being what they are, I'll sell them to you for 300. What do you say?
Okay, sure. Let's buy them.
Okay, so you hand the 300 back, and you get a fine set of bracers. And if you're putting them on, your defense increases to 4.
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. Pleasure doing business.
Good trade.
Alright, so now it's Zargon's turn. Funny comments. I love it. Just double check here. Just had that name generator. I was gonna say somebody's about to buy something. I just know it. Okay, bonus treasure search. All right. Okay, monsters. Let's see. The underground mark is actually a mall. I see how many things they have. Yeah. A lot of stuff. Okay, that assassin is getting a little bit suspicious. He's gonna step into the room. Kind of like...
Is the assassin in line to buy something?
Doesn't seem like it. The assassin's just kind of like looking over the stuff, just kind of like poking around, kind of like knocking stuff down, not really caring, throwing her weight around. All right, skeleton. Let's see. All right, skeleton continues to stand guard. Monsters in the room. All right. Cultist tells the skeleton to go scout out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right up to the door. Alright, greenskins. Alright, they maintain their posts, guarding that treasure chest. Nobody seems to have come by, so they're okay with that. Monsters in the central room. Let's check on them. They are just satisfied with where they are. Now the guards over there in that far room, we're gonna try to beat down the door, I think. Yep. Okay, so the Magus guard is gonna try to smash his way through. So he attacks the door. We're going to say it has 2 body points. Alright, he breaks down the door.
Earthquake. Did somebody cast a spell?
Okay. Wizard?
The wizard is going to check if these people are lying and is searching for treasures.
That's all we have. But I search for finders keepers. Okay, so you search for treasure. An unidentified ingredient. We don't know what it does, but here you go. That's the second one. That you have.
Yes, and I'm going to. Did we use already the bonus search?
Nope.
Let's do that.
All right, so safe search. Careful, it could just be pencil shaving. Treasure hoard. Okay, there's 100.
I knew it.
Treasure chest under an old fur.
They were lying.
Okay. 100 gold.
Need to move.
Made out pretty well from that room. Okay. Where are you going?
5. I'm going. Going to the corridor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going. Yes. There. That's it.
Okay. Dwarf.
I'm going to follow the wizard's lead and search for treasure.
Alright, searching for treasure. There's no more bonus searches left, so. Airwalk! So you found a potion of airwalk. Hero Quest seems easy to find treasures everywhere. Yes, it certainly does, especially the North American version. Because you can, every hero can search every room, just about.
The dwarf will move to the right of the wizard.
Okay. So 8 squares. So you're diagonal to the door. Doorway.
Yeah, trying to not look suspicious.
Yeah, airwalks are really useful. Okay. Monk.
The monk will just step inside that yellow room and search for treasure.
2, 3, 4. Okay.
We give them money, then we rob them.
Negotiation. You found a mysterious flower. Rare and lovely elven plant. So. All right.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Barbarian.
Zeriz is kind of looking nervous and kind of like trying to make like little subtle gestures towards the monsters. Also looking nervous as the assassin is like, roughly treating her merchandise.
Yeah. Can't really do much.
Yeah, maybe walk on the other side of her.
Oh, of the merchant?
Yeah.
Do a little bait and switch.
Just push her in the way.
Well, I mean, you already sold her your swords, so and the assassin walks in. It's like, all right, well, you're selling weapons. You only got a pair of bracers. It's not like you're buying more weapons. You didn't buy nothing to mess up your disguise or nothing, really. So maybe walk in front of the alchemy bench and then put the bracers on. And browse around, look.
Okay, we'll head up into the room there, to the top.
To the very, very top?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll just hang out there.
Yeah.
Gonna look around, look casual.
I mean, the assassin doesn't know that this person's been selling weapons to their enemies necessarily. Okay. All right. Well, let's see if that assassin starts to catch on.
Hey, if nothing else, at least you're wearing bracers now, so you get to defend with 4.
4, yeah.
All right. The assassin heads out the door. Skeleton, yeah. Skeleton kind of walks over to the assassin. Other skeleton just kind of like moves over one. Cultist just continues to do whatever he's doing at that sorcerer's table. Greenskins decide that maybe they're a little suspicious, so Famir moves 1, 2, 3, 4. Other Famir 1, 2. Kind of looks at the dwarf, studying him with the one eye. Goblin paces back and forth. 1, 2. Alright, monsters in the central room. Ah, thanks. All magical. Yeah, he's talking about the flowers not having sunlight. Thanks, Hispazargon. Probably. It is Elven. All explained, right? Okay, folks. Have to leave. Have a nice night. Beware of those monsters. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Farewell. Xerxes says farewell. Okay. So, the monsters in the central room, not really concerned. I think those guards, they're just kind of chilling, having a smoke break or whatever they do in these times. They're just kind of hanging out, card tricks or something. All right, back to the heroes. Wizard?
Yes, it's don't have much of a choice here. I think we have to start killing these guys.
Glowing flower. Oh my God.
Can't do anything. Should we break the disguise, guys? I can use courage on the dwarf and start swinging.
Do the old Robin Hood. Everybody flips their hoods back and starts.
Well, if the wizard used the courage on a dwarf, would it only break the wizard's disguise?
Yes, I guess.
Well, I'm tempted to say it's both because yeah, he's casting the magic and it's hitting the dwarf. Unless it's like misdirection, like what's that over there? And then he tosses the courage on him. What? Yeah, I'm gonna say it would expose both of them. It would expose both.
They're going to block us in the corridor anyway. So, what do you think?
It doesn't destroy the disguises for the other characters. It would just be the two.
Yes,
Okay.
but we can kill them without the use of the spell very slow. Or well, we can do another turn attacking without disguise, without losing the disguise. I mean, stay there and see what the dwarf want to do.
Okay, so he's not using magic at this time.
Yeah, for this turn, no. Let's see how it's going.
He thought about it. His hands,
Yeah.
like he fingered the spell book that's hidden under the disguise, and then he kind of like, no.
You want to maybe move back 3 spaces.
We just got a dice color change, so the next roll is going to be a different color.
To give space for the monk, you mean?
Well, if you move the wizard back, at least you're closer to the monk, and I can move the.
Okay.
Even move
so
the
just move 2 space.
Well, you want to go.
Just nothing else. The 2. Well, let me roll for the movement.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be Zargon's fiat at this point. So, yeah, I think I'm going to roll that.
Oops.
If he were to use a magic spell on the dwarf, then both he and the dwarf would be exposed. Even though you could read it very strictly and say only the one that used magic is exposed, nobody else. Plus the fact that they're all just right next to each other. Again, my interpretation. Okay.
Yeah, moving.
Yes, okay, so
moving 3 squares back.
Okay, straight back. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Okay, so back near the door there. Okay, chaos card for Zargon. Thank you. Nice. Got it. Okay, dwarf.
All right, I got a 10. So I'm going to move 3 spaces to the left as well, and go next to the wizard. This way I'm getting away from the Famir and trying to ease the tension and make the disguise work.
Yeah, I'm going to say 19 minutes, and then we should wrap for tonight. It's been fun. It's very different than what I'm used to. Very different type of quest.
Yeah.
I mean, in video games, people hate stealth missions, but I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Makes you think differently about the stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more thinking and trying to figure out, even how it will work, or how to, are they, if it's going to move path, or if it's just going to force combat, and then it would just be like any other quest.
Well, and initially,
but like you said, there's so many. You said there's different options for whether or not we have disguises on or not. So then it's we don't know how far we should go with the disguises, or whether you get a bonus for making it somewhere with the disguise or not.
Exactly. Yeah, you could play it again and make totally different choices. I mean, when we first tried it the last session, I missed the part about the disguises, so it's just okay, it would have been a very, very standard quest, fight the monsters and just keep on going. Alright. Takes a lot of weapons off the table in Magic. Yeah, it does. It does. And I'm sure people will modify these rules how they prefer. Okay, so dwarf is all done. Monk.
Yeah. And the same thing, if they did cast a thing, would there be a chance that I'd be able to try to deny getting the spell cast on me?
It wasn't me.
The same way, they can't, they can't normally attack another hero or something like that.
Somebody could probably do something. The dwarf's it wasn't me, and you see his just rippling muscles, and there's fire coming off of him. It's not at all.
All right, I guess the monk will take 1 step out. Actually, I'll roll for the monk.
Okay.
9. All right, the monk will move just north of the dwarf. This way the Famir still has a path to walk around, so it doesn't look like I'm caging them in or blocking them in.
Okay. Barbarian.
Alright.
Chatting up Zuriz in there.
Yep. I guess we'll start moving towards the door, but I was hoping for a better roll.
Did you search that room for secret doors? Maybe a back way out?
Which one? The one with the refugees?
And
The one where, yeah, the one with Cerise.
Yes, it's the first search I did. I think.
Yeah, there's no secret back door. That would have been a cool idea, but see, unlike Quest 1 and Nightfall, I didn't really tweak this one, so more or less doing it how it was written. Trying to.
yeah, let's just start moving towards the door. The guy said that the exit is out the door and around to the left, right? Or up the right side of the board.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's why I didn't know if there was a secret door in there and if you searched for a secret door.
Probably not. Yeah, let's start heading that way.
Okay.
A whopping 3 spaces.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I should have said earlier that Zuriz put the hood back on before the assassin came in, so that there was no no question. This was just an ordinary shopkeeper, just doing business, not taking any sides. Unless, of course, you're asking, are you loyal to their faction? Well, of course. As long as your credit's good. All right. So, any actions for the barbarian otherwise?
No.
Okay. All right. Monsters. All right. These are the monsters in the corner. Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out, just kind of chatting. Other skeleton. Just hanging out in the corridor. Famir. Okay, this Famir is gonna walk up to the heroes. 1, 2, 3. Trying to stare the dwarf down. Just try something, little guy. Just try it. Alright. The goblin and the other Famir are just kind of hanging out. Monsters in the central room. All guts and glory. Little kid in costume knocks on the door. What do you call a skeleton next to a rock pile? No guts, no coil. Oh, like a gargoyle. Haha. I get it. Let's be a dad making dad jokes. Okay, so the cultists and the guard. Alright, they're gonna keep on moving. They figure something's up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the door. So the cultists are behind, but the Magus Guard got ahead. You can't tell his expression though, because he's got a helmet on, but he seems to be looking in your direction. Monk and dwarf. All right, heroes. Wizard.
Yeah. I'm going to move. So, 1, 2, 3. I need 3 at least. The situation is worse than before, so I think I'm going to attack.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
1, 2, going to the side of the mirror and attacking with my staff.
all right. He's still staring at the dwarf. That eye is slowly turning. Tension builds.
And whiff, like always.
But while you were doing that, the dwarf got a lucky shot in while he was distracted and took him down. There went the Famir. Eventually this will be an epic battle or a slaughter. Well, and it's also possible that the three of you kind of like, you know, grabbed him at the same time as the thrust went in. So at least you took out one of the monsters. And apparently the Magus Guard was distracted like a WWE referee. He was looking over there when it happened and he didn't quite see it. Wonder where that monster went.
Oh no, must have walked away.
Must have walked away. What concern is that?
Hide the body.
Yeah, see, that would be another mechanic, like Thief. You gotta hide the body properly.
Yeah, cut it up and hand it to the refugees and see if they start cooking it on the fireplace.
Okay, meat's back on the menu. Bonus monster for Zargon. All right, thank you, Xerxes. Ooh, 2 of them. Upgrades. Or at least one upgrade. Seems we need a little more, he says. Okay, well, Dwarf? I didn't take up your turn there. You actually can still do whatever you're going to do on your turn. Just think of the same thing. Got a 3.
I'm gonna go 2 spaces just above the wizard, or 1 space above the wizard. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Heroes digging their own graves slowly. That's the thing. It's kind of like, yeah, just running from one room to the next, activating them. Okay. Monk. Method to the madness.
The monk's gonna stay there.
Okay. Barbarian.
Let us. 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go towards the heroes. I could stab this skeleton without breaking the thing.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. That's why. Yeah, the short sword.
Yep.
Okay, the one next to the assassin or the one further?
The one closer to the group.
3, 4. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you got him. Stealth kill. Okay, scratch one skeleton. All right, monsters. Okay. These monsters kind of like looked over, and you're like, they didn't see you shove those bones to the side with your foot. So they're just kind of hanging out. Cultist. Okay, cultist. He does some like gestures and throws his staff around, and suddenly 2 elite zombies appear in the room next to him. Okay, and let's check out the greenskins. We got 5-minute warning there. Okay, so the goblin is gonna move 1, 2, but he's gonna stay guarding the chest. The Famir 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stare down the barbarian. Cultist room. Okay. These guys are getting suspicious, so they're going to start moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, and then the Magus Guard. He's like, hold on everybody, hold on. Single file. No reason to get excited. Just everybody just calm, orderly fashion, you know. Notice how he's holding his sword in the way. That was a funny little coincidence. It's like, hold on. Okay, so that's the monster's turn. All right, I think we're gonna have time for just one more round here for tonight. We can pick up next time. Leave it on a cliffhanger, maybe. Wizard.
If you roll high enough, take out that goblin.
I was thinking that if I can roll a high, yes.
Don't look
11.
at the eye,
It's enough.
Altar of the Ribbernator. Assassin Creed in the house. Okay, so you got 11.
So I'm going to run inside the room, the brown room with the goblin in the chest, and I'm going to attack the goblin. Okay,
what path are you taking to get there?
I'm going coasting the left wall.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And attack. If I don't trigger any trap.
Not yet. Alright, take your roll. With the staff, right? For stealth?
Yes. Nothing.
Alright. Nevertheless, the backswing got him. Knocked out the goblin. He's like, you missed. Clang. Alright, not bad. Okay, after the wizard is the dwarf. Seems to be getting a little crowded in there. Just all glaring in the general direction.
He'll step in the room and then one step to the left, following the wizard's tracks.
7. Okay.
And he'll search for traps.
The traps, huh? Okay. Interesting choice. Floor looks weak.
Alright. Monk. Also got a 7. He will just take one step into that room and he'll do a search for treasure.
6. Elberg says Barb needs to buy several smoke bombs from the underground market and then come out and drop them on the monsters in the hallway and everyone make a break for it. Strategy, guys.
I thought about that earlier, but there were so many monsters between us. I was like, could we all make it? Probably.
Find a clear path. Okay.
Well, the problem is that the barbarian's last, so he's the only one that would be able to do it because then the monsters would just move next turn.
Be a good play. Yeah, you guys will have some time to think about it. I mean, assuming you're coming back, or you could always communicate it to whoever is going to be playing. Okay, so you're searching for treasure, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so the monk searches for treasure, and inside the chest, he finds 200 gold coins. And it finds a key.
All right, there's the key we need.
Yep. It's like, it's just a useless little key. No, it's the key to the hideout. So
yes, it is.
So you found
Nice.
it.
All right, good.
All right, so add that to your inventory. And last but not least, the mighty barbarian.
Alrighty.
Ribbinator.
Yeah, let's do it now. I attack. Ooh.
Alright, so you attack the Famir.
Yeah.
You ugly.
Oh, awful.
Nevertheless, you got the drop on him. Took him down. Alright, that's another monster taken out. It's like, good thing you had that short sword, right?
Come in handy.
I feel like every time he attacks, his hand instinctively goes to the great sword, and then the bastard sword, and then the long sword, and he, dang it, and then
Pulls out the little toothpick and
the noisy cricket, and then take the yeah. Or like in Pulp Fiction, where Bruce Willis, like, he keeps changing weapons. It's like this one, no, this one, this other one. Or Nothing to Lose, if you've seen that one, they do the same joke. It's good.
Bring out the gimp.
All right. Well, with that, I think we're gonna just say Zargon's turn next time. I know it's a different kind of quest.
Doesn't the barbarian get a chance to move?
Oh, I guess he didn't move, did he? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I just say you came up and stared at him, and he stabbed you for it.
All right. If you wanna roll and move, be my guest.
So we get the key we need, right? Are we gonna bolt out of here?
Key to the hideout. You just gotta find it and get in. It seems to be.
Where's everybody else in relation to me? Can you pan the camera over? So everyone's ready to leave, I think.
So we got wizard, dwarf, monk. There you are.
Oh, how about this? Well, I know we're gonna have to probably fight our way through these guys in the hallway. Move me in front of the door, 2 to the left. And I'm just gonna basically prevent them from coming out into the hallway when we start up next week.
Block the door with your massive
Yeah.
bulk.
Then hopefully we can
girl cat ears.
Hopefully we can carve through the skeleton and the assassin and make a break for it.
Next time. Okay, guys. Well, yeah, and thank you guys for keeping me honest there about that. The barbarian having the movement. Yep. At least someone needs to block that door to the cultists and zombies so the remaining heroes don't get blocked behind 3 additional monsters. So there's some possibility that I might not stream next Saturday. I'm not 100% on that, but I'll try to let you guys know as soon as I know. And I hope you have a happy Halloween. And then November, it looks like we're going to be fine. Maybe the 2nd or 3rd weekend we'll take off. But again, I'll update the Twitch schedule so you can see. But I've had a great time. And appreciate your participation, everybody.
Yeah, this has been an interesting one.
Very interesting, yeah. It's like all the tactics...
Very different.
Very different. All the tactics change. And trust me, not all the quests are like this. But expect the unexpected. Yep. Okay, so it'll be Zargon's turn next time we play Rise of the Dread Moon. And we can end the stream here. Unless you guys have something to plug, we'll go ahead and see who we can raid. Just a regular muscle cat elf standing there, hang out in the hallway. Yeah, because they're elven disguises, so it's like even more incongruous.
And I did stop over, and I did do chat to Bengus, and they're gonna actually be doing over and Prophecy of Telor. Do chat to Bengus, and they're gonna actually be doing over Prophecy of Telor. Do chat to Bengus, and they're gonna actually be doing over Prophecy of Telor.
Yeah, you're endlessly okay. So Bengus.
Yeah, that actually wasn't me.
Oh, okay. So Bengus is doing Prophecy of Telor like tonight.
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I think I don't know if he's going to be streaming it, but that's what he was mentioning.
Okay, is he known as?
Yeah, what quest we were on.
Oh, sweet.
He's streaming something else, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure I have him on Twitch. I should add him. That's a good suggestion. Yeah, I mean, friends of the stream, anybody that I mean, used to be I was adding people like constantly, but then, you know, you get like 1 million friends. That's a good suggestion. Yeah, I mean, friends of the stream. Let's see. Okay, I need to mute my TV now. Bengus. Bengus Pirate. No, I have him. Okay. Is he playing Sea of Thieves? He likes those pirate games. Yeah, we could raid him. Okay, sounds good, guys. All right. We'll raid Bengus. Again, thanks everybody for joining us here on HeroQuest Fans. We'll catch you next time. If you're watching us on YouTube, thanks for catching us on the replay. We try to put these things up as quickly as we can, but it usually takes 1 to 2 days to get everything edited and posted. I mean, within reason. I don't do a ton of editing, but it's really great. So thanks a lot. And shout out to Tess Hogan for designing the quests. They've proved interesting so far. Alright, we'll stop the stream and do our raid. Thanks, guys.